onto the podcast.
Okay, this is bullshit. So
that's a great leg workout.
I just hit record. Tell us the story again about why you're fucking late and you're calling from your car.
I'm late, not because I'm late, but because I was training and had my videographer with me, Chris, and the kid I was training with ended up fucking calling dinosaurs in the bathroom. He was fucking.
His eyes were bloodshot red.
Okay,
red.
So it held my workout up a little bit. So only thing you need to know is I'm a little tougher than you. So
let me guess. Let me guess. He's throwing up because you put him through a savage workout.
Wait,
yeah, guy, what did you do to the kid?
Hold on. On my fucking parents, I follow the workout on my phone that Meadow sends me, and I go through the workout step by step. The only thing that's different in the workout is the weight that I use is heavier.
Okay, I just want to know: are you implying that you put him through some workout that made him throw up?
I put him through the workout that Meadow sent me.
So Meadows made him throw up.
Meadows wrote the workout in which he puked.
Guy insurance.
Okay. But I kind of insured that policy.
There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
That's what you're trying to get out of him.
So you somehow found a loophole to say that you're late and really badass at the same time. Yeah, am I frozen or is Guy frozen?
Guy.
Listen,
Guy's frozen.
You know what? I'm frozen. I can see you guys.
You're back now. What were you going to say?
I said, instead of me showing up at 8 o'clock, a good friend, and you guys being like, Guy, you're on time. Thanks. I have to you showed up on time, but it wasn't from your house.
Because this is bullshit.
I can't get a good job, Guy. You found out.
It's never good enough, guys. Never good enough.
You can't do a podcast from your fucking car, man.
I'm literally, I will be home in 2 minutes.
All right.
How many times have you been late?
I'm late to every podcast.
Every week he's fucking late.
You got the reasons why or no?
He just fucking likes to be. I think he just likes the attention.
No, let me tell you something. If my friends that watch this podcast, every one of them goes, if they know you, they know you're never going to be on time. So I don't know why they get mad at you.
Because it's fun to bust your balls. Iain, why are you in a hotel? Where are you?
I'm in an Airbnb. Yeah.
Why? What are you doing?
Because Melissa's getting her tits done. Remember?
Fucking crash. You can't say that like that, Iain, you psycho.
I didn't know.
I didn't. She already has fake ones. She's getting them redone. So we're in Montreal. So it's like 2.5 hours from Ottawa. So we're here in Montreal. She's getting them done tomorrow.
Are we allowed to ask details?
Yeah, whatever you want. You want her or you want me?
No. If it's her, it's inappropriate. I don't want.
Oh, okay, yeah, ask away for sure. What?
How big did she go?
600.
I don't know what that means.
Well, then why'd you ask?
Well, because I thought you were gonna give me like a cup size.
Well, I don't know. 600 cc is the size of the implant.
All right. Well, I think that's
is that like a D?
I think it's like a D, but I think it also depends on the girl it's going on.
It's much bigger than that. I don't know.
Like a double D?
What cup size is those boobs going to be?
This fucking thing just started, and it's already spiraling out of control.
What'd she say?
She says an E.
An E?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
An E?
Not even fucking in the dictionary of boob sizes?
Yeah, of course. You can get any size.
You can get a G if you want.
You can get a fucking Z if you want, man.
An E. What the fuck?
I mean, they're not going to be that big. They're bigger than the ones she has now are 400. But they're a lower implant. She's getting a higher profile, and then she's getting what's called the internal bra, so like an internal stitching structure that kind of holds them up and in.
So they stay up. Yeah.
I can't believe she's okay with you just divulging all this information.
Why not?
The timestamps on this podcast are going to be Guy was late, and then
Guy is it
Guy more up than this? Like this is this is PG in our world, you know?
No,
this
I know
is definitely PG.
Well, no, it's PG, but it's public. That's why it's.
I mean, she literally just on her Instagram story was in the doctor's office and was doing girls to ask questions about her boob revision. She's putting it on her Instagram.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's different.
Maybe you should go on her Instagram and ask these questions.
Well, I don't know. My girl's a little more private than that. But then again, she's private about everything. Like her.
Yeah, but like from us together, like our like personal privacy because of me is just like thrown out the window, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
I'll say
Yeah, I was
anything.
gonna.
Just
My girlfriend's the same. She's very like prim and proper, and then like there's me.
Yeah, and
then your girlfriend must hate you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick, your girlfriend must be like, what the fuck? You tell everybody
All the time. She used to get like when I first started like spilling our ass eating shit going on this podcast. She used to be like, Nick, what the fuck, man? And I'm like,
yeah,
so what?
I would,
Used to
I
it.
would,
I'm like, this is me. This is my personality. If you don't like it, you can go.
see. I would have these conversations like in front of Melissa and in front of her brother. You know, like
that's tricky. Doesn't that get weird?
no.
He doesn't care.
I mean, sometimes he's like rolls his eyes, he's like this fucking guy, but like he's known me for 10 years. He knows exactly what to expect, you know?
Yeah.
There's no shock value to when I say stuff like that anymore.
And that's funny, Iain. I've known
I'm still here.
Well, it doesn't matter. It just looks like a black screen anyway. So it does. Anyway, I've known you for like 10 years, I think, or whatever, 5 or 7, whatever, how long you've turned pro.
Yeah.
And I just never saw you this way until we started doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So like you were,
I never really had an outlet for it, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, obviously you've been like this the whole time, but I don't think anybody knew it.
Well, everyone that knew me personally knew it, but no, the greater masses didn't know.
That's what I mean. Like the public didn't know that you were a complete pervert.
Yeah.
They thought you were like.
Everybody else knew though.
What's going on with everybody? What's going on, Nick? How's your prep going?
It's good.
What 12 weeks
out?
11 weeks.
We'll be 11 weeks out Saturday. So
what's your weight at now?
I was 278 this morning.
I got to tell you, Blessing's putting up some fucking nice pics.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Are you nervous?
Not at all.
I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just saying. Does it?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
a little bit.
Yes, you
Hey,
are.
I'm jumping on from my computer, so I'm jumping off for a minute.
Okay, no, but seriously, I want to ask you a serious question because you're a really positive person. Do you even look and try and like kind of gauge what your competition is doing, or you just don't even look at all?
I look. I glance.
Yeah. It doesn't affect you though.
No, like, do I think actually Blessing looks good? Yeah, I think he actually looks good.
Yeah,
but it doesn't like make me go, oh shit! Like I'm like good.
Yeah.
I'm like he'll be ready. Good.
But some people like have to stay away from social media around a certain period when they're dying. Like I know guys before social media was as popular, before Instagram, when it was just mostly muscle boards and shit like MD and Get Big and all those. I know a lot of guys around the 4-week mark would stop going on the muscle forums because they didn't want to read anything about themselves.
Sometimes I get in like that mood, but it only lasts like hours.
How do you get it? So, okay, wait, explain to me
if I read like negative comments or something, like when you're 4 weeks out, everyone's like fucking, gullible as shit, and they read it. And it'll fuck with me for like a half hour to an hour, and I'm like, I'm over it.
So what is it that fucks with you? Is it something that you already kind of think about yourself, or is it just that you're wondering why people are saying shit?
I mean, everything they say is like everything I've already heard, but it's like when you hear it again when you're 4 weeks out,
it fucks with you.
I feel like it fucks with you a little harder than normal.
Yeah.
But but knowing that I've heard whatever I've heard before, and it's just like, I heard it all.
Iain, are you that way too, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I'm worse though. Like I'll fucking spiral on shit like that, like crazy though.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, Nick. So you said after like an hour or half an hour, or whatever, you can get away from it. What is it that you do to like stop the spiral of shit thought?
I just don't think about it.
Yeah, but is there something you tell yourself, or you just goes away?
Normally, if I read negative shit, I'll just be like, well, we got 3 weeks till stage time, so that's when it matters, and I just let it go.
Iain, your shit spirals. You can't get control of it sometimes.
Well, my shit spirals because I'll like
You engage in it.
You feed it.
Yeah, I think. And I'll take that with anyone. Like even there was a picture of Nick and people were saying shit, and I fucking went off on it too. Like I'll go off on any shit, you know?
Yeah.
And like I mean, partly I do it out of boredom, and partly I do it because I think it's more impactful when people hear it from like the actual people that they're talking about, you know, like as if we're real fucking people, you know, like when someone's just sitting there like talking to someone on a screen, like it's easy to say like, oh yeah, fucking Conor McGregor on his ass beat by Khabib, but it's like if Conor McGregor answers and be like, yeah, I did, what's up, you know? It's different, you know? So, and like obviously our industry is so intertwined with social media, and I mean, there's obviously, you know, you get more negativity that comes with that, but then you also get the positivity of like the interacting with the fans and stuff. So I take the good with the bad. I mean, like, you know, I'll be the first one to fucking stir shit up like that, but I'll also be the first one to answer 10,000 DMs of, you know, 18-year-old kids asking me questions in my inbox, you know?
That's a good way to look. That's a good way to look at it. You know what? I never thought about that. That's actually a really good point, because some guys like to stir the pot and cause drama and fucking all that shit, but they don't do the good side of it. Yeah. So you're saying, yeah, that's a good point. So you're saying, yeah, I'll answer.
This is the point. Like, look, someone could say to me, and I had someone say this on the post with Nick, I think, and someone was saying something like, and I think they actually used Conor, and that's probably why I use that as a reference there, is they said something about like, well, you think Conor goes on there and you know, responds to every troll that, you know, fucking says shit about his fights or whatever. And I'm like, no, probably not. But on the flip side of that, none of Conor's fans get any interaction with him whatsoever, you know? So I'm like, okay, so yeah, sure. I can not be here and not talk to anyone on here, but then I also don't get to talk to all the people I'm providing positive things to, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like there's good with the bad. I mean, and I don't think I'm necessarily a shit starter. I'm just a shit stirrer, you know? Like
you stir the pot.
You don't have to start the shit. Okay, like the Kevin Levrone, whatever. Okay, I started that shit. But I'm saying, like, when these posts, that shit was already started. I just go in there. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, you know, I'll pick into it, but I'm not usually the one that starts that. I have no problem speaking up and saying something about it.
I don't think you stir the pot, but you definitely like a good tussle.
Yeah,
you'll find some shit and get involved.
Yeah, and then sometimes though I'll get like a couple comments into it, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, I wish I didn't start this, you know. Because then I'm like, I wish I could just go delete and it'd all be over with. You know, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Okay, so that's what, it's funny you said that. So this is what I want to talk about. So what is it that is it the tension? Like, do you start to feel tense about the thing that's going on?
Sometimes, and I also just
talking about feelings.
Listen, I'm getting to a point here, because this is why
I know where you're going.
No, because this is why I don't do what Iain does, because I used to do what Iain does, and I've gotten out of it because I get the same way. I'll comment back, and then like 2 or 3 posts in, I'm like, why the fuck did I bother? Like, this is just fucking causing me tension now.
For sure.
Yeah. Look, 2 or 3 posts in, he does this now. Guy, I got to ask you something.
I've got a lot better. Like when I read the post, I'm like, I'm going to respond. I'll type it and I'll sit there for like 20 seconds. And if at the end of the 20 seconds I still want to post it, I'll post it. But 9 times out of 10 nowadays, I'm like, man, fuck it. I don't.
But do you realize nowadays you can't even do it? I made a comment making fun of one of my buddies, and Instagram deleted it and said I was a bully, and I went against the guidelines. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but it was a joke. I said something about like, it was my friend Eve who's engaged to one of my best friends, Tom, and she always busts my balls in my posts. And I was like, keep it up. I said, and I'll beat up your fiance. Flag. I was like, are you serious?
Well, you threatened her or him.
Yeah, but like if I follow the person that I threaten, like maybe it's not really as serious as it's whatever. But then you have the guys like me and Fouad talked about the other day about the people that make comments towards us, and we don't. I got somebody the other day, Nick and Iain. I think I told Fouad, messaged me in my DM. All he said was, "Your attitude sucks." That's all he said. So I responded, I go, let's see if he's stupid. And I go, you know what else sucks? Because I already had the second joke coming. And then he goes, because I was going to make a mom joke. And then he goes, nah, man. He goes, you're one of my fucking favorite pros. I watch you on Bro Chat. He's like, I appreciate you keeping it real. And I go, yo, just so you know, I was about to come at you like hard.
Yeah.
Yo, no, it's
because people, what I was saying to Fouad is that a lot of these people watch Bro Chat, and I think it's fucking awesome. And I get so many people that talk about the podcast and how much they love all the guys on it. But they watch it so much that they actually feel like they're like friends with us, which is awesome. But if they make a joke or everybody makes fun of like bust my balls and Nick's, and I think it's hilarious, I'll repost everything making fun of me. But if you make a comment on a post and I don't know you and I interpret it bad, I'm gonna come after you, especially if it has to do with like my family or something serious, because a lot of people will make jokes and bust balls and they don't put like how, like you can put LOL or just kidding or joking, bro, but like they'll just be like, oh, you're a fucking pussy. And it's like, okay, is there an LOL after that? Because I don't know you from Adam.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people just, and like I more times than not, I will go after somebody, not because I care, but sometimes I like to be a dick because I'm witty and I like to, you know, make some funny comments. But then you get the people that like, yo, bro, I was just kidding, I'm a fan. And then I'm like, man, I feel bad now. But like, you gotta understand that, like, if I don't know you, you gotta know how to like come at somebody joking when you don't know them like that.
Well, the problem is they watch the podcast, and I've gotten this DM a million times. I feel like I'm sitting with my boys. So they see us. Great. So they see us week after. Yeah, it is great. So they see us week after week, and they're like, they feel like they're friends with us, but we don't know them. So they make fun of me for eating McDonald's or being a pussy or something. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, man?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Why would, out of everything you could have said, people make fun of me for fucking liking McDonald's, being that fucking a loser. But I'm like, don't say that to me.
Because I'm forever gonna never escape McDonald's. It's like a constant fucking theme in my fucking.
I get this a lot too, though. Like Guy said, like I'll get guys that'll message me and just say like, you know, ridiculous shit, like, you know, trying to insult me or whatever. And then I'll respond back to it. And they're like, oh my God, laugh my ass off. I didn't think you'd respond. Huge fan, bro. I'm like, oh, well, what the fuck you saying that? Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I think most of the time they don't even think we'll respond or don't look at it. And they're just like, oh, maybe if I say something like fucking mean, I'll get his attention and he'll answer me back.
But Ian, true or false, 99% of the time, the thing that the fan said, if it was me or like one of your boys, you would laugh at it. But the fact is, you don't know him like that. So that's why you get offended.
My problem is not that. The thing that starts to get to me is it's like a joke gets beat to death.
Yeah.
Like we could say something on the podcast and then it will just never, ever, ever die. Like,
oh, never.
Every time I post something now, they're like, that's oh, look, I'm wearing an effort shirt because I don't train intense. I train with effort. So, so they're like, that wasn't intense. And I'm like, okay, I know it's supposed to be funny. And it's like, but we're going on like 2 weeks now. And I'm like, it's not as funny. Like every time Ben posts something, it's like the same jokes over and over again. It's like,
I posted on your one post, but you were like 0 out of this, 8 out of this.
That was actually funny though.
But I made one comment, but then everybody started coming at me, guy, height, 0 out of this guy. Then I'm like, I can't even like, I was like, I can't even make fun of my
You brought that upon yourself though.
I know, I got attacked. I kamikaze myself.
Because a guy now, everyone calls my legs night crawlers.
Yeah, I've seen that. Night crawlers.
You should make a shirt with like a worm.
Yeah,
you know what? Crawlers. Sometimes you got to fucking lean into it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better.
I get this all the time with fucking charcuterie boards and air fryers.
Yeah.
Oh, charcuterie board. That's the big board where it's like a array of.
Because I said on here once, like fucking a million years ago, that was like my favorite like thing to eat.
But actually, you said it like probably 6-7 times.
5 times. Yeah. But it started with that. And now, like, man, even to this day, I'd say in the average day, I probably get 3 to 5 charcuterie board memes a day. Air fryer memes too. Because apparently I'm like the guy that fucking founded air fryers.
Hey. I got something for you, Ian. I got something for you. Look at this.
It's an air fryer, right? We all have one, guy. Relax.
Get a look at this guy.
We all got
the Ninja Double?
Oh, that's what I have.
I got you. That's the Emerald one. Look at the Synthol marks. It's
a Breville, isn't it?
No, it's an Emerald Lagasse one.
Oh, I got the Breville one. It looks.
You want to know why I got it? Because I was on my way home from Florida after PJ Surprise 40th, and I was reading my book, and the only thing that was on the TV in front of me, because I don't buy the TV, I was reading my book, was muted. The Emerald Lagasse infomercial for 3 hours. So I landed, and right as I landed, I went on Amazon and bought the air fryer.
I've done that.
I made toast this morning.
Oh, you don't use it much.
Listen,
I haven't yet.
But we can't just skip over this guy. Why the fuck do you have Synthol marks in your bicep?
It was a joke because I got
That's not a joke. There's shots. Oh, okay.
he's got these little tiny cups and he puts them all over. I got marks all over my arms.
Oh, okay. You're lucky. I'm gonna do that next time I have to do a shot in my bicep. I'm gonna be like, it's just from cupping.
Yeah, it's cupping. Same size as a 23 gauge needle.
It's that big.
23.
It looks
Got a
exactly.
fucking dart in your neck.
It looks exactly like a shot, but okay, we'll believe you.
I just lifted up my shirt and showed you everything over my body.
I know. Maybe you did it to cover the shot. You're like,
yeah, listen. If I shot Synthol in my arms, I would be the dumbest bodybuilder because my arms are probably like 19
maybe
inches.
Maybe it's just gear though. It doesn't have to be Synthol.
My arms would still be much bigger than they are.
I don't think so. Shooting gear in your arms doesn't make them bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah. Who do you talk to?
I don't know. Who the fuck?
My light's fucking flashing.
Do you guys think that? Do you guys shooting gear in your arms make your arms bigger?
I've done it in my biceps a couple times. It makes them feel like a little fuller, but it doesn't make them bigger. No.
I've done it in my
I'll
arms.
tell you this. You want to be honest? I'm too scared to put fucking shit in my arms. My arms ain't got enough meat on them.
I'd rather use my arms than anything else.
Yeah, it's an easy spot.
Easy.
Arms, shoulders, quads. That's my favorite.
I
You
never
go
do
to
mine.
places I won't even flirt with.
Like what? Why you don't?
My quads never touch them.
Really?
I swear. I did my quads one time, and this is going back. And I got a knot like a twig that ran across my fucking quad. Never hit him again.
Damn.
Where do you shoot?
Me?
I
Or a guy?
go side, rear, or lats.
I can't do lats.
Or glute. Lats
I don't do glute.
I don't do. Glute
I don't
either.
do glute pre-contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't doing it all off season still end up with a scar
All
tissue there?
season, if you're rotating, if you're doing 3 shots a week, you're not hitting it every week anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't ever do my glutes because I can't reach them. Like I've never done a glute shot myself in my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
And like Melissa goes,
I can't reach anyone.
and I always do my shots at night, so I never get them. Never do them.
That's why I stopped shooting my glutes like when I was 22 or 23 because I just didn't want to get all the fucking knots and shit.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah, but
glutes.
and people say that my glutes come in fucking etched peeled every time.
Yeah. If you're having no issue, it's not an issue.
Yeah. Listen, I want to ask you guys a personal question. Do you give a shit what your wife thinks about what you drive? Well, Guy, when you had a wife or girlfriend.
Wow.
I didn't mean that to be insulting. I just
I'm gonna go take my anti-anxiety.
Wait, I gotta say this first. I don't know if has there been a podcast since? Are we gonna address that guy's head has no hair now?
Well, I thought we just well, he's been coming at me about it. Meanwhile, Iain was the one that said you would look like shit with a shaved head, not me.
Yeah, it looks good. I'll give it to you. It looks better than I thought it would.
No, you said, Fouad, that my head isn't a head shaped for shaved heads. But
That's not true at all. Iain.
No, I said that.
Iain
Ian,
said,
fuck you, really? I
See?
wouldn't have shaved it for you.
I'm
like
retracting
you.
my statement. Hey, I'm saying I was wrong. It looks decent.
But the reason I did it was because I thought that idiot said, and I wanted to prove him wrong. I like you. So I shaved my head for no fucking reason.
Well, you proved me wrong then.
Damn, I want that fucking part you got, bro. I would love that hair.
Stupid motherfucker. You thought you were coming at me, and meanwhile, he's the one that said it.
I'm glad you waited till the podcast to tell me, asshole. We've been texting about it all fucking week. You come at me now, let me know it wasn't you.
I did say, I commented on Instagram. I said, I don't know why you're coming at me. He's the one who fucking said it, and you just ignored it.
I don't think I saw it.
I can't believe you. Do you remember he said you have pointy features and you have pointy ears and a pointy head?
Fuck you, Ian. I thought that was him.
No, that was me. I just said you had really sharp features and it doesn't work as good. Like where Fouad has the rounder head and the rounder nose and the rounder features. It'll work better for him.
Listen, if people listen, I know I look like a little fucking gnome. Like I got big ears and I'm bald. And I got a beard.
Guy, if you could change, we'll start with Nick. Nick, if you could change one thing
head size
about your appearance.
The fuck you just say?
What?
What'd you just say?
Nothing. Head size.
No, his head size is good because when he stops bodybuilding, he'll end up with a normal sized melon.
Yeah. Fuck you, Guy.
If you could change one thing about your appearance, it would just change like that. What would it be?
Nothing. That was pretty good.
How about getting a seamstress to stitch your fucking your tank top that's ripped?
Yeah, it's ripped on his lap.
Listen.
How did I shouldn't even ask you first. I already knew that was going to be the fucking answer.
Yeah, Nick's predictable. Nick, what would you change by yourself? Nothing. Nick, if you could have one better body feature, nothing. If you could have a better, nothing. If you could be somebody else in the world like The Rock, nobody.
Part of its charm.
The guy's got self-esteem. Leave him alone. Ian, anything?
I probably feel like, see how look if straight on my left this ear sticks out differently than the other ear.
It does.
Are you serious?
Look at it.
Holy shit.
And first of all, I feel disrespected.
Wait, look.
Yeah, but yours are even. Yours
It does stick out a little bit more, actually.
No, it's lower too. Like, look at it. This one's up here.
Yeah.
And this one's like down
Everybody's
here.
ears are crooked. Everybody.
That's so fucking crazy that
you the top though. Look at it. When it's straight on.
I wonder how people do people think that's everybody comment below. Do you think it's weird that does everybody notice little shit like that, or is it just like we're fucked
what's
up?
funny too here is that my sister.
What is fucking Nick doing?
I have one nostril bigger than you.
Nick, were you just blowing us a kiss?
No, he's checking his nose.
How do you check your nostrils like this?
I'm going like this.
No, you open your mouth like this.
You know what's funny too? My sister had a kid, and no one else in my family has like the weird ear, like the one ear kinked like that. And then my sister had a kid. So this is my sister's kid. And the ears are, look at the one ear.
Oh my God.
It's the same.
Wow.
Exact same side too. Same ear, same top flap like that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So out of everything you could change, that would be the one thing.
Well, we're talking physical things?
Yeah, appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fuck. I mean, I would never want to go bald. Like if I could just have it so I had hair forever, I would take that.
It's like a character assassination tonight.
Guys, like my ears are fucked up. I have no hair.
Yeah, but you shaved your head.
And is this a direct attack on me tonight? Like, did I do something to you during the week that I don't know about? Like, you're complaining about your ear. You're complaining about your ears. Meanwhile, I'm picking up fucking channels in China, and you're complaining about fucking being bald, and I just fucking karate chop my hair off. Anything else?
You intentionally shaved your head.
But Ian can say that because he's
point to Fouad.
Ian can say that though because he's losing a little bit of hair, so he can say like, "I want to keep my hair."
Yeah,
it's not about you. He's actually losing a little bit of hair.
Really?
Yeah.
On the back, yeah.
Where?
I only lose it from the back here.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, that's where mine was.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
The old fucking sun patch.
Right at that. What are you? 31 or 30?
30.
Yeah, we're about.
I started at like 32, 33.
Look, take a good look, Ian. You're on track, buddy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let it. I'm gonna go all
in the mirror, bitch.
I'm gonna buy hair like Jay Cutler and keep it beautiful forever.
Do it now before you start losing the sides.
Yeah, I know. I will for sure.
You know what I got after I shaved my head? Oh, you look like Fouad's brother. You look like Fouad's cousin. You could be Fouad's this. You could be Fouad's
You should
that.
be proud. You should be proud of that guy.
You should be.
Yeah, you're both bald with like black and gray beards.
What do you want to change about yourself, guy?
Oh, there's so much.
Only one. You only get one.
There's so many. You can't just fucking pour me down. I gotta pull myself back up. I gotta build myself back up with one answer.
Just last week, I just got Botox for the first time too.
Are you fucking serious?
Where?
What?
Just right here?
How'd that feel?
No. Here, see this? Now look, when I squint, I got no crow's feet there.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
It used to be like a million lines. I had really bad for like my age. I was wrinkly as shit. So I just fucking Botox that up.
But one day you're gonna wake up and not be able to blink, and you're gonna be sorry.
Oh, I hope so. It feels good, man.
So you just
the frozen feeling feels kind of nice.
You just did it right here.
Yeah, just like 20 units at each side.
I did Botox.
You did too?
No. Wait a minute. Let me explain. Like when I was 26 or 7. No. I was like 28, 29. So I used to sweat really, really badly. I have like hyperhidrosis, it's called.
Oh, yeah. They do that.
So they do Botox for people who sweat too much because it calms the nerve and you don't sweat, right? So I did Botox like all across here and all across my lip so I could go to the Arnold Expo and be at the booth and not like be a sweaty fucking mess.
Did it make a big difference for you?
It my friends come over like, what the fuck's wrong with your face? I'm like, what? It was like dry. It was dry right here. And like right here, and it was sweat all around. It didn't work. It's like fuck. So I did it then, but I haven't done it since. I didn't do it for cosmetic reasons. I did it for sweating reasons, if that makes any sense.
I thought about doing it in my forehead because when I compete, I don't sweat. Like, you know, some guys sweat in their chest and their arms and their back. I just sweat from my head because that's where I sweat from all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly on stage doing this, but it's just my forehead. And the doctor's like, oh, you can put Botox in your forehead and it could stop your sweat glands. But then my thought process was this. You're not going to sweat here, but the sweat has to come out of your body somehow. So it's going to end up coming out somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't just shut the sweat gland down and not perspire.
Well, that was the whole point with the Botox is I'm like, okay, fine. So if you stop it here, I'm just going to sweat more from my armpits or wherever the fuck.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get Botox.
Why? You're still fucking 26, dude.
I'm not wrinkly forehead.
Well, everybody does that when they do this.
Of course we do that, yeah. But this is
I don't want that.
Be proactive. You got to be proactive with it.
Yeah, you do.
I just did. Melissa goes like semi-regularly and just does like, certain. She does in like her jaw as well. So
yeah.
So she was just going. So I was like, fuck it, I'll tag along.
Yeah, I don't see why not. But my wife goes. I've thought about going, but I'm not that bad. It's like really just right.
Not, actually.
It's like right here for me.
I've had the opportunity to get Botox for free a million times, and I've never done it.
Between the eyes there, I actually said that because I actually have a pretty like good, even just resting like natural crease there. Yeah. And the girl said that for guys, she's like, I don't put it in between there. She's like, it looks fucking weird on guys.
Well,
I don't mind this. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I just didn't want to have like mad, and especially if you look at my dad and both my mom, like they get like more crow's feet, and I'm like, fuck, if I'm already 30 and it's certainly looking pretty bad, I just want to nip it in the butt. So
yeah.
I just grow a beard and cover all my flaws.
Yeah, that's pretty much me too. Just fucking solves all the problems.
Fucking grow a beard.
Okay, listen, can I go back to my question, please? Because I have a car buying problem and I need to know what you guys think.
Alrighty.
The Audi.
Do you? No, wait a minute. No, I don't think I'm going to go the Audi. I think I'm going to keep.
What?
I think I'm going to keep my Jeep.
Oh.
But now I'm trying to decide on the truck. Like I don't know if you've seen like my lifted truck that I have.
Yeah.
My big F-250. My wife fucking hates it. Like hates it. Why?
She thinks it's like a fucking obnoxious like big thing, or she just doesn't like.
Well, that too, but that part doesn't bother me. It's really rough. Like it's those trucks don't ride comfortably.
When you
right?
lift the truck like that, the ride is like you feel every fucking bump.
Well, the F-250s and 350s ride rough anyway because they're work trucks.
Yeah.
And they're meant for hauling, right? So then when you jack it up, it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, right? Yeah, it's like 6.5 inch lift, whatever, and it's got big fucking meats on it. But so if we go for a ride together and she gets a coffee, she can't even drink her coffee because it's like fucking bouncing around the whole time. So not jerking off, bouncing. So I know Nick's thinking anyway. So,
like I would get off this podcast.
So the point is, would you guys give a shit or not give a shit?
I'd give a shit.
Would you give a shit if your wife hated your car?
You have how many cars that are yours, not your wife's? You have 2, right?
My wife has 1, I have 2. But my Trackhawk's not a daily. Like I don't try not to put a lot of kilometers on that.
Okay, well, if she has hers and you have yours, I'd be like, that's mine, that's yours. You don't like it, don't come in it.
Yeah, but you gotta go for a ride. You go somewhere with your fucking wife. You're gonna take.
Okay, all right, babe, I'll drive your car.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, that's true. So she's got a Range Rover.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys would do.
Let me ask you this: would you tell if you didn't have? Would you tell her to get rid of her car because you don't like the way it drives? If you had your own car?
No. She's not telling me to get rid of my car. Would
you care? Yeah.
I like driving, and I feel bad for her because she's uncomfortable. So I'm like, maybe I should trade it in for. I was thinking about getting like a Yukon Denali or something.
I mean, how much do you like this truck?
I had my fun with it. I already built it up. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
If you don't care about it, get rid of it. But if you enjoy driving it, then I would be like, if you don't like driving it, we'll drive my car. Or we'll drive, or my whatever the car, the SUV, or we'll drive your car. Like I have my truck in my car.
The thing is,
either one of them up if somebody didn't like it. I mean,
the same. I have a truck and a car as well, and then Melissa will drive both. But the car I had before this car, I had an S4 Audi, and it was a stick, and Melissa wouldn't drive it. So then when I sold it, I was like, okay, well, I got something that she can drive as well.
Well, that's different. If you can't drive stick, you just can't drive stick.
But do you care about?
She can drive stick. She can drive stick fine. What?
No, but
she just didn't like it.
But Ian, do you care about her comfort in your car? Like, would it bother you? Like, if you sold the S4 and you were buying another car, would you want to buy something she liked or not?
Yeah, well, the truck I bought because she saw it and she liked it, and I was like, well, I kind of want to get a truck, so I sold the SUV I had and I got the Tacoma.
So you're like me, so it matters then. So Nick, you feel the same way? Like it matters to you?
Why am I always the asshole? Let me ask you guys a question. Would Ian, Nick, and Fouad buying their car, do you think they put in that thought process when they were buying their vehicle? If you guys were like driving it or sitting in it?
I'm going to say no, but that's only because I drive like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
So do I. So
we never take her car. So I don't care what she owns.
But I'm saying if she likes driving her car when you guys go places, if I was married or in a relationship and they had a car that they liked to drive or it was comfortable and they didn't like my car, if we did a couple things together, I'm like, I'll drive. You don't like my vehicle, then I'll just drive your car.
Yeah, but I don't want to drive her car. I want to drive my car.
Then take your other car that she likes to drive.
That's not a daily though. The Jeep's not a
How
daily.
come that's not a daily?
You guys go somewhere together every day.
Yeah, we should do something every day. Like I don't know.
Fouad, how come that's not a daily?
I don't know, because it's a 700 horsepower like
Yeah,
fucking
that's not a daily.
monster. It's not. I don't want to. I just don't want to rack up a bunch of kilometers on the fucking thing, right? And then make it like worth nothing. So
Cars, did I tell you what Chris bought already?
no,
Oh, he bought a GTR last week.
did he really?
Yeah,
Wait, which GTR? The Nissan or the Mercedes?
a Nissan GTR.
Nissan GTR.
Nice.
That's what Ian. That's what Flex
Nice.
was got rid of a couple months ago before he
Yeah,
got
Flex,
that.
that's one.
What year did you get? 21.
No, it's like a couple years old, but it only has 2,000 kilometers on it.
Nice. I like those. I test drove one of those. I was gonna get one.
It's nice, black,
Those-
red interior. It's nice.
Yeah, those are fucking sweet. I can't fit it. I can't. Those are even smaller than my Corvette though.
Yeah, Chris is small though, so it's okay.
No, I know, but I'm saying like that's why I never got one. But yeah. Okay, so I have another deal where I can get an F-150 every year, brand new, and not lose money on the trade. Should I just go with that deal then?
Absolutely.
But I
Yeah,
can't.
well-
But I can't do anything to it. I have to leave it bone stock.
You can put tints on it. You can put tints on it.
I can tint the windows. Yeah.
You got your 700 horsepower Trackhawk or whatever. That's your fuck
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
You don't need two cars to fuck.
Dude, a
fuck with
fucking
them.
new dude. That like you can't get any. Are they limit you on miles?
Yeah, that's the only thing. But I can pay a little extra and get like.
How many? Like, was it 10, 12, 15?
Well, we do kilometers. I don't know what 20,000 kilometers is in miles. It's probably got to be like 10 or 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
I know we do miles. I don't know.
Yeah.
14, 16.
But dude, that's fucking great because like I have my truck's a 17 Rebel, and my buddy's truck just shit the bed today. And he showed me a picture. He's getting the 2020. It's not the 2021, but he's getting the 2020 Rebel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like just in 2 to 3 years, like every year they just do things that like one, they'll be like 17 and 18. It was like, the same thing. And then 2020, it was just like a completely different truck.
Yeah.
Everything was like way
I just-
better inside.
But they
I
do
just
that.
saw one today. Is those TRXs or whatever, the Ram
They're
TRX?
way overpriced though, dude.
It fucking looks sick though.
No,
So
I
like
know.
with the
But there's
Hellcat in
two.
it?
Okay, wait a minute. There's two reasons why I didn't get it. Because I looked at that before my F-250. First reason is all the dealerships up our way, Ian, are charging $10,000 to $20,000 over MSRP.
Oh really?
Why?
So if you buy it for like 135, it's really worth 115. A year
Yeah.
from now, you're going to take the hit plus
And
plus the
20K.
20 grand that you spent. So you're not going to get your money back.
Yeah.
The second reason is I just found out they're 30 liters per 100 kilometers, which I think in miles is like 6 or 7 miles per gallon, something like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh no, it's eight miles per gallon is like the
That's
average.
shitty. That's
So I'm
shitty.
like, I'm not filling up gas. Like my truck lifted with fucking big ass fucking
But it's
tires.
probably
on.
got what 12.
It's still like 12 to 14 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't imagine 8. Like I'd be at the gas station every fucking 2 days.
Yeah, unless you had like a fucking 200-liter tank. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, so that was the thing that killed me on the,
My
on the
truck is
TRX.
14, bro. Mine's not even lifted. It's got because it's got the automatic hydraulic, and I get 14-ish.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, we'll move on. I know there's people that don't give a shit about cars, so I just have to get your opinions. Anything else before we go to questions? Anybody else got any news of the week? Oh, they moved the Olympia. I want to talk to you guys about that.
Oh yeah,
October.
It's in October.
I already
Is that-
knew that.
Does that matter for any of you?
No.
I like it.
I kind of liked December. I kind of liked like the end of the year.
I would have liked like mid-November, or like early November. October's a little early, but I like that it's still in Orlando, and I like that it's not in September.
I like that it's
Yeah,
Orlando.
I like Orlando.
See,
I
I like Vegas. I mean, I get why they're doing it, but I enjoy. You want to reason why I like Vegas? Because I mean, I've been to the Olympia so many times. It's like I have my routine in Vegas. Like I know everything everywhere, and like if there's a barber, if there's food, if there's like Orlando is just like whatever.
I like Vegas more, but I like the fact that it's Orlando this year, just so they don't cancel anything.
I agree with you, 110%.
Yeah. But not that it matters for me because I don't think I'm going to compete. But if I had a choice, I would have liked it to be the first week of December. I kind of like that end of the year, the biggest show of the year. It's kind of like the season finale. So
The only thing that was a pain in the ass this year, like obviously if the 2-week quarantine's still around, as a Canadian, then you're quarantining over Christmas, right? Which sucks. But that's why we just went on vacation right after the Olympia, so we could just be together.
I don't think anybody really like that went to that traveled because there was a lot of people that got COVID. So I don't think that, like a lot of people I know, I spent fucking Christmas Eve, Christmas, my motherfucking self here.
Mhm.
They moved Athleticon to next April.
Well, yeah, because they ended up being on the same dates. It's in the Olympia, and there's no way you're going to hold your flag like your first year on a fucking year like this. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
you need to be able to have full crowd, full everything. You know,
Who would have been in a fight, Rolly, Nathan, or Bonac?
Rolly.
I'm going Bonac, man.
I'm going Nathan.
Yeah, I'm going Nathan.
After talking to Nathan on the podcast, I think he's like the bodybuilding's
Scrappy
version.
man.
Yeah, he's like bodybuilding's version of Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He was like a fucking soccer hooligan, and like, yo, this guy's like been into some shit, you know?
What do you think, Guy?
I've seen Bonac get pissed.
I feel like Rolly's kind of a fucking G, though, you know?
Dude,
I
think
Rolly's definitely a G.
Yo, the guy has like a Tupac tattoo on his lower abs. That guy's a thug.
I feel like
Ian, I can't tell if you're joking. Don't start shit.
What? No, it's serious. It's sick. It's awesome.
Okay.
Did I say something?
No,
honestly, I think Rolly's so fucking big and he's so fucking strong. And like he rides bike and he's limber and he can backflip. I think Rolly can fucking throw down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Rolly.
just because you're
But I'll
limber
tell you this.
doesn't mean you could fight.
I've seen what?
Just because you're limber doesn't mean you could fight.
I'm just saying he's
Is
big.
limber a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, limber's a word.
All right.
Like limber.
I'm saying
Yeah.
he's flexible. He can do backflip on stage. He's fucking strong as an ox, and I'm pretty sure he can handle himself. And his I know he's just a tough kid. I've seen Bonac get pissed fucking at a show.
You have no evidence for what you're saying except for the fact that you think he's tough.
Okay, hey,
We have no
knucklehead.
evidence for
Does
anything.
anybody have evidence for any of the guys we're talking about?
Well, Nathan told me about a bunch of fights he was in, so that's evidence.
Yeah, Nathan.
Okay, I told you that I squatted fucking 800 pounds. It's not on YouTube. Find it. The fuck does that mean?
Well, I just happen to believe him. That's all.
Okay,
I'm still picking Bonac.
What I'm saying is, did Rolly tell you that he got a bunch of fights?
no, he
So
didn't.
we have no evidence.
Rolly is one of the guys that looks like you could take a fucking 2x4 and smash it over his face, and he would sit there like this.
Rolly's scary, man.
Dude,
Rolly's
you know,
scary.
listen, any of us, like at the size we are, if we got angry, it would look intimidating. It doesn't mean we're tough.
Thanks, Dad, but I still think fucking Rolly is a nasty motherfucker and could fucking throw down.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna pick Nathan, but I'd like.
I want to call Rolly now so bad and see if he can fight.
Hey, Rolly, how many fights you been in?
Hey, bro.
Guy wants to fight you.
Hey, bro.
So you're going Bonac, Nick?
I'm picking Bonac.
You always pick Bonac. You think Bonac's?
I just feel like Bonac is a crazy motherfucker. Man.
Is it just because of his dreads or something else?
I think dreads are a part of it, but I just think he's a nasty motherfucker.
He is. I think Bonac would fuck somebody up.
I think Kai's tough.
What?
Yes.
I do. Kai's been through some shit, man.
Nick, if you don't think Kai's tough from his upbringing and what he had to go just to survive, if you don't think he's tough, you gotta rethink a couple things.
How much
you can not like him, but what he went through.
I like Kai.
No, what I'm saying, but just what he went through, he's a tough bro. He got cut. Kai's a tough motherfucker. Tough motherfucker.
I wouldn't fuck with Kai. I have a feeling.
No, and I know Kai pretty well, and I've heard stories from Kai's mouth. I would not fuck with him.
I have a feeling, like I always see Kai as that kind of person that's worked very hard to develop this enlightened personality, but there's like this shit. There's a shit beneath it that will like
The stuff in the basement.
the stuff in the basement. You don't want to put. Hey, you don't want to pull that shit out. I just have this.
All right. So I got one. Who you picking, Nathan or Kai?
Kai.
I'm gonna say Kai.
Oh, yeah.
I think Kai. Honestly, I just have this feeling, and I don't know why.
No, I don't think it's a feeling.
I've heard about his upbringing. That's probably part of the reason why. But he also just has this. I don't know, man. He's got this look where if you just did the right thing or said the right thing, I wouldn't want to be around.
I'm sticking with Nathan.
Yeah.
Versus Kai.
Yeah, I'll stick with Nathan.
That's fair. I mean, look, none of us really know. It'd be cool if we could set up some type of boxing match.
I got faith in Nathan. Yeah, he could get the job done.
I do think Nathan's really tough.
I think Nathan,
only based on what he's told me. I don't.
Just Nathan to me looks like he'd be like fast and could punch hard. Like he just looks like he's got a fighter like boxing kind of ability to him,
Yeah.
He's like a little longer,
Okay, so we got a Nathan. Guy, what did you say out of the third?
Underdog,
Oh, you said Rolly. You said Rolly. And
Underdog.
Bonac.
And you said Bonac, Nick. Okay. Would you rather have Dorian Yates as a workout partner or Ronnie Coleman?
Dorian Yates.
Ronnie Coleman.
Dorian Yates.
Ronnie Coleman. Think about fun. He'd be way more fun. The music would be cranked. And then we'd go to Black Eyed Pea after and fucking have dinner.
I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to work.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jay Cutler. All right.
Hey, Mr. Hardcore. Dorian Yates wouldn't even talk to you. He'd be like, shut up, Nick. Go pick up that weight.
Yeah, and he trains so much faster than you. He'd be like, fucking move the weight, pussy.
Yeah, I think Ronnie would be fun to train with. I think Ronnie would get you hyped to do better yourself, whereas Dorian would probably make you feel like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I pick Ronnie just like you said, just for it would be fucking awesome, like fun,
Yeah.
I think the intensity with either one of them, the experience from an intensity level would be fucking crazy no matter what. So then, the one thing that gives the edge to Ronnie is just like the coolness of the Ronnie humor and like, his personality,
Okay, without trying to be the different guy, because I was just trying to bug Nick to be different. But I always actually did want to train with Dorian. I've always
every
wondered.
bodybuilder wants to train with Dorian.
No, I know. I've just always wondered. Like, I never thought that about Ronnie. Ronnie would be fun to train with, but I've always wondered because everybody thinks they train hard.
Yeah, you wonder how much harder it is.
Yeah, I wonder. Like, because I remember when he trained Chris Cormier, you see video of Cormier puking in the fucking alley. Like, I wonder if I could hang through one of his workouts. That's all.
I think you could.
Yeah, I think I could too. But it's just that experience, right?
Closest I've got.
This is the thing to me. I think once you've been to that level of intensity, like there isn't more intense than 100% intense. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get that much more.
No, but it's just different, right? Because his training style is different. So I'm like, I wonder what it would do to somebody if they had never really trained that way, and then he put you through a workout.
Oh, absolutely, that would be difficult for sure.
So, like when the first couple of times I trained with Branch, like you're Dorian, that's a close. Like I've trained with a lot of guys.
Yeah.
That was the most intense effort, whatever fucking you guys want to call it, whatever fucking name you guys want to give it. But he just trains different than I train, and it's not wrong. It's just when you're not used to it, it's fucking like I've never been like I'm talking maximum to where like you literally where you want to just. I'm like, I just want this to be over. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even fucking care if I fucking fail. I want to be done. Like, I got to the point where I was getting so angry because I was fucking dying that bad. But like, you get to a point where like, you don't know what training hard is until you train hard. So I have people come with me and they're like, dude, I don't know how you do this. And in my head, I'm like, you think this is bad? You don't know who I've trained with that have fucking buried me.
Yeah.
What
did he call it on my podcast the one day? Fuck.
Who?
Branch said something about, something bliss, painful bliss, or fucking something euphoric. He was trying to describe a level of pain you reach that's so great that it almost feels euphoric. And he had a fucking name for it. I'm like, this is it was the most amazing thing ever. I have to go back and watch the podcast I did with him, but that's how I picture Branch. Is he's probably trying to reach that level every fucking time he trains.
I learned a lot from just being in his presence in the gym and just what being intense and training hard is about. Because some people fucking, it's just a different level.
How does food selection differ from off season to prep?
None.
It's just amounts.
I think it does for me a little bit.
Me too. I eat more shit every day.
And no, I don't mean cheat meals. I mean like in the off season,
like that pasta or like.
Yeah, I'll have pasta in off season, or I'll have like some dark meat chicken. Sometimes I'll have like chicken thighs or drumsticks, or like I'll have more ground beef, for example. Like,
see,
I don't eat any of that shit. I don't eat any ground beef or dark meat chicken or anything when I'm prepping.
See, I don't like ground beef. I'd rather buy a steak.
Me too. I don't eat any ground meats
unless it's a burger.
Yeah, I mean, look, I go through phases, right? They'll be like, for a couple of weeks, I'll have like a meal that has ground beef in it. Like if I'm doing pasta and ground beef, and then I'll get sick of it and I won't do it anymore. I'll go back to steak. That just happened actually. I just went back to steak and chicken. So I'm just saying, like, I allow myself to have different varieties, some different varieties in the off season.
I like ground beef.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with like. I don't think everybody should just stick to steak and chicken. Like,
I just find the consistency of grounds. Like, I just don't really like it.
No. If you don't like it, yeah. I just say I don't want people to get the idea that like
I'm not gonna. I can't say who because I don't. God forbid I get the person in trouble. I know for a fact that when you buy ground beef when it's bought at a supermarket, it's the way they fucking measure the fat value in the meat is they take a scoop, a little chunk of meat, and it's actually spun and heated, and then it separates, and that's how they determine the amount of fat when you see like 80-20, 85-15. So they're supposed to test every batch of meat when they do it. I know for a fact that that's never 90% of the time never done.
Yeah.
So that's why I shy away from buying ground beef, because I don't believe that it's fucking 90-10 or 95-5, because I don't believe that they grind. And a lot of times people look at it by, oh, this has got to be lean, because you know how sometimes you see meat in a food store and it's a little darker and some's really, really red.
Yep.
Really red meat is the only difference is it's ground twice. You can grind meat twice and it gets super red. I know that because I've done it fucking for 30 years.
What about getting it from the butcher, like from a butcher? Is that different?
Depends on where the butcher, if you grind. So, okay, example, when we butcher a deer at my house, right?
Yeah.
We break it down, shoulders, neck, back straps, hindquarters. And while we're cutting it, we have a bin. All the fucking scrap meat and all the shit meat gets thrown into a bin. That gets made into chop meat. Yeah. Depending upon where the butcher, if it's like sirloin ground beef, then yes. But if it's just scraps, that's just all. It's just all the garbage meat.
If you go to a butcher, can you ask for sirloin ground beef?
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're gonna ask for ground beef, ask for sirloin. Ask for top.
I know I can go there and get him to grind up whatever cut I want. But I'm saying if he's got
top sirloin for fat percentage, for cost, and if you're grinding it,
no. That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you the ground beef that they usually already have in the fridge
at the food stores.
It's not going to be that.
It's not going to be.
It will say it'll say ground. You'll see ground.
It'll say ground sirloin on it.
Ground sirloin on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a little FYI for everybody out there that buys food. Just be conscious of it.
Besides the Mr. O or the Arnold, has there been a show that you felt ready to win, but when you got backstage, you seen another competitor that looked so good, you knew you were fighting for second place?
Never.
Never. This fucking guy. Never.
I'll tell you this: there hasn't been a show that I've ever done that even when I won, I thought I was going to win, because I just go in and I try not to look at anybody. And there's times I've seen guys and I'm like, dude, he looks like a freak. Perfect example. I competed against Brandon Ray in 2011, and he's a guy that I think still to this day is one of the fucking prettiest physiques I've ever seen. And I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking smoke me, and I fucking beat him.
Brandon couldn't get in shape though.
He was in shape that show.
Really?
Yeah, 2011 Dexter Jackson Classic. That's when I first show I qualified for Olympia. I took second to Vaughn Etienne. I won the next week in Dallas. But Brandon Ray was really good. I thought I was taking fucking third.
I can't think of a show. I don't usually walk into shows thinking I'm going to win. I walk into shows.
Let me ask you a question. I don't either. And I had a long conversation with Kai years ago. And it was a conversation about how you have to have the mentality that you're walking in there and you're going to win. And no matter how hard I train, I don't know if it's just like an ego thing. I just never feel like I'm going to fucking walk in and win. Some people do. I've never been that dude. I don't know why. I don't know if it's
You've never ever felt that way?
I never felt like I'm walking through a show like ain't nobody gonna fucking beat me. No.
I felt like that at the Nationals, probably all three times when I did win.
Right? Really?
No. Sorry, that's not true. The second and third time when I won, 2005, 2006.
Did you ever compete, Ian or Nick or Fouad, and being a first call out, and the way they did it, you were like, fuck, I'm not winning. And then because when I won Nationals, Fouad, they did. I was here, right? I was in the middle. They went through call outs and they finished call outs and they flipped everybody. So I finished on the outside. I was like, in 2008, I'm like, fuck, I'm not winning. And I think what they did was they knew who 1 and 2 was, and they were trying to find out who 3 and 4 was.
Yeah.
Back then, as a bodybuilder, you know where you finish is where it is.
Yeah.
See, it's interesting you brought that up about Kai, because my first inclination is to say I've never, or very, very rarely, walked into a show and been like, yeah, I'm going to win this fucking thing. But then you're like, but maybe that's why Kai's winning.
Yeah, but it's hard to
is it, I guess what I'm saying is like, is it the chicken or the egg? Like, do you have to have the mentality before you have the physique, or do you have to have the physique before you have the mentality?
I will put it like this. I think if I looked like Nick or a Kai or a Phil, I would have more confidence. I think knowing.
What about Iain?
Or Iain too. No, seriously, I'm not being a dick. Like, I'm just using an example.
I'm just joking.
I'm saying Nick because Nick's younger and
I'm
Kai's
joking.
older.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I would take Nick fucking Iain's physique any day. But like, I think knowing, and this is not a knock on me. I know my genetics are not good.
Okay, but wait a minute. I know where you're going with this, but 1 second. What I'm asking you is, did Kai have that mentality before he developed himself into Kai?
Champion, yeah.
And that's why he's the champion he is, or did he develop the winning attitude after he built all the muscle? Because if you ask me, I think some of these guys that are winning have that attitude before they develop into who they really are.
So which do you think is better to have first?
Well, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good to be arrogant or be a fucking douche, but I think it's better to be confident than it is to develop into somebody with confidence. I think you're gonna get a lot further in life if you're a confident person, trying to achieve something, than developing confidence as you go.
See, like, for an example, I don't know like what sports you
I
guys
agree with that.
But like when I played football, no matter who I played against, and I was small, I was always one of the smallest guys on the team. I was always confident no matter who I played against. I was like, anybody that crossed my path, I'm gonna fucking knock their fucking head off.
Yeah.
So I was confident. Bodybuilding, I'm not as confident because it's something, you can control parts of it. I can control the eating, the cardio, the dieting, the supplementation, the training, but I can't control the fucking deck of cards.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna prove my point. Watch. When you started bodybuilding, how far did you think you were gonna go? Just try and give me quick answers. We'll go through.
I didn't even know what an IFBB pro was when I started bodybuilding.
Okay. When you turned pro, how great did you think you were going to be? Did you think you were going to win the Olympia one day?
It was a dream, but I honestly never thought.
Did you ever believe in your heart you would win the Olympia?
I'd be lying if I said yes. No, I never did.
Did you ever believe in your heart that you could win a show?
When I started pro show?
Yes.
When I turned pro, no.
No. At any point, did you ever believe you would win a show?
Did I believe I could win a show? Yeah, I believed I could win a show.
Okay. My point is, the things you believed have come true for you. The things you didn't believe they're not there because you don't believe them. And I can say the same thing for my career.
Let me ask you a question. You know what I've looked like. You can look at any picture. Do you think I ever was able to win the Olympia looking how I looked?
That's the thing, is you don't know. You don't know, Guy, because maybe you didn't.
I do, because I know the guys that competed against me. I know there was guys that were always better than me, even when they were off, when I was at my best. And that's just not because they trained harder than me. They dieted harder than me. They were better athletes than me. It's
okay, wait, watch this. Watch. So about 4 months ago or 3 months ago, me and Nick helped you decide your training needed a little bit changing, right? Now you work with John Meadows. Imagine that happened 12 years ago.
Agreed, but it didn't.
That's my point, is just because you didn't win the Olympia doesn't mean that you could have never won the Olympia. Maybe you didn't do the things that you could have done.
I'm not saying I couldn't have. I'm saying if you're asking my honest opinion in my heart, I don't believe I ever could have.
I know that. You're missing my point. What I'm trying to say is the things you believe in your life to come true will come true if you really believe them and you do all the things that you're supposed to do to get there. So, for example, I knew I could turn pro. I turned pro. I knew I could win a small show. It took me time, but I eventually did it. I never thought I'd win an Arnold, and I never thought I'd win an Olympia, and I never got there.
Let me ask you a question.
So what I'm trying to say to you is, these guys that win Arnolds, these guys that win Olympias or get there or get to that point, have that confidence probably going in.
Yeah.
Like
now,
Nick.
okay, let me ask you this. And I know some of my friends that are going to watch this are going to be like, is you talking about me? The people that surround you coming up in bodybuilding, I had a lot of people that I was surrounded with that were very jealous and didn't believe anything and made it very known that they did. I had friends tell me that they didn't think I'd ever turn pro or ever win a pro show or make it to. So I was surrounded by more people that were jealous of me who's not a great bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And that kind of really played a part in
your belief
to think I was greater. And I got bullied most of my life growing up until I was
but Guy, that's that still doesn't change the point, right? Because
but that can change your mindset.
No, I know that, but that's the whole point. Is your mindset wasn't like. Look, what I'm saying is not. It doesn't mean it's true. It's just my belief that.
Oh, you know.
The thing is, in my life, every single thing I've wanted in my life has come true, whether it's good or bad.
Agreed.
Everything.
Agreed.
The car, like when I was young, I picture myself. Listen, in high school, I used to draw like the front end of a Mustang.
Yeah.
Like the 2000, the 2003, 2002. I used to just draw the front end of it over and over and over in all my books. And when I turned 17 or 18 or 19, whatever the fuck age I was, I bought that exact car. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I think when you actually believe stuff, and I don't just mean you say it to yourself, oh yeah, I can win the Olympia. I mean, like when you
actually believe it.
Yeah, when you actually believe it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come true, but that guy stands a way better chance than the guy who doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Like, and I think the same thing goes for bad things. Like when you think bad shit, when it sits in your fucking head and you believe it's going to happen, it's the same
my
thing.
friends always tell me all the time, because I always say I have shitty luck. I'm like, well, you got to stop fucking saying that, bro, because you do have shitty luck, but you say it all the time. It's just going to keep coming.
I don't know, Ian. What do you think? You're pretty quiet about this. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think you definitely need to have that confidence in some aspect. You know, I think that if you don't believe in something, it's very rare that it happens. You know.
Mm. Did you think when you turned pro, did you think you'd win shows?
Yes.
Okay. Did you think you'd win an Arnold or an Olympia?
No.
But you may have developed that now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that was kind of my point at the beginning. Is I don't think if you just because you don't believe it at the very beginning, that'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just think life is easier if you have that confidence ahead of time.
Goals were ever changing. I mean, I thought it was realistic for me to win shows. I won a show, and then it was a crappy show, and then I got better. I won a bigger show, and then I did good at the Olympia, and then the goals of like, okay, maybe I need to reassess this.
Yeah.
And then maybe that reality of like winning something like the Arnold or something became more realistic in my mind.
Yeah. So that's the second point is I was trying to make is you can I developed a lot of confidence over the years. So you don't have to necessarily have it at the beginning, but I think it helps to have it. I think someone like Kai probably had that mindset from the start.
Yes.
I think Kai had the mindset that he wasn't giving up, not necessarily that he'd be Mr. Olympia.
But he never the
mindset of that. Like I had the mindset that I was never giving up. I never had the mindset. I had the mindset that I was going to try to outwork everybody, but that doesn't necessarily always mean that I'm going to win every show.
Look, I'm not, like I said, when we were talking about it, I don't think just because you believe it, it means it's going to happen. But I think that person has an advantage over the person that doesn't believe it.
I mean, perfect example here. I agree. Not even to I think Nick wholeheartedly believes that he could win Olympia, and I think that's awesome. And I think this is that kind of attitude, like that champion attitude that like we talk about guys like Jay or like stuff like this that you talk to Jay and he wholeheartedly believed he would win the Olympia.
Yeah.
It's that same kind of like champion mentality, and I think it's a lot of guys like that get looked at as arrogant, but I think it's when you have like such an immense belief in like your capabilities, it's hard not to have that.
I mean, if we switch sports, right? But people say that about Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things they used to say early on in his career before he became a multimillionaire, they would say this kid has an intense belief that he's better than everybody, and he's gonna win. He did, and I think, like I said,
See, here on the flip side, though, we think about these guys because they are the champions, but there's also probably plenty of champions who didn't think they could be.
Yeah, but that goes to the point I'm saying about developing confidence as you go, because I do think your confidence can grow as you keep excelling in life, right?
With success comes confidence.
How can I put this? After every time I did well at a show, my confidence grew, right? So it's like your confidence it's not stagnant. You can develop but I'm saying the people like Nick, for example, that have this confidence going in are one step ahead, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I just think life is easier when you don't.
I agree. I mean, this is something that like I envy like immensely in something like
so do I. Because it's like I think life is harder when you have more self-doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Yeah.
So okay. Difference between a BCAA product and an intra workout. Well, they're totally different things. You can have
could be an intra workout. I mean,
that's an intra workout. Okay, well, first of all, well, I shouldn't say anything because you guys are all represented by different companies, but my personal opinion is you should have EAAs in your intra-workout instead of BCAAs, even though EAAs have BCAAs in them, but you need the full profile. So you need EAA in your intra-workout.
I agree.
I don't really, there's no difference, so I'm not really sure how to answer the question.
I mean, it's like one is one, but they're not each other. It's like, you know,
he could be saying, why do some people take EAAs and some people take an intra-workout? Because some people use EAAs as their intra-workout drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just so people know, I get a lot of questions about EAs and BCAs. If you guys are taking an EAA, it has branched chain amines in it.
Yes, so but you need the full profile for it to be muscle sparing, right?
Yes.
If you're taking an intra-workout, it's usually because there's carbs in it, as well as amino acids. So that's why somebody would take an intra and not just the aminos by themselves.
You guys all take intras, or what do you? Or
I mean,
I think
everyone. This is completely dependent on your goals. Like, I mean,
yeah, it is.
You know,
Dependent,
I tried your intra-workout when you sent it to me. It was very good.
Well, it is dependent on your goals, but it also depends. Like I guess. Well, yeah, that's statement.
I've actually stopped drinking so much carbs intra, and I'll drink pre and post, because I find if I drink them intra, it really fucking derps my stomach up. But if
you want to know what doesn't bother me, Ian, I was the same way.
Yeah.
The only two things, like intra workouts, a lot of them bother me. Fouad Jug I killed. That one didn't bother my stomach, which is why I liked it, because a lot of times, like when I was drinking just Carbolin intra workout, was killing my stomach.
Can't do that. Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Yeah. So
Blackstone has Formula 19, which I use. But Jay Cutler turned me on my off season, which parlayed into pre-contest, and I never pulled it, which I will never pull. I drink one of those pretty big Gatorades when I train, and Jay was like, dude, I drink Gatorade every fucking workout. And I was like, he was like, every day. So every day I train, I have a 32-ounce Gatorade, and I have one of these fucking waters, and I drink them as I work out. And that Gatorade has been the best fucking saving grace for me.
Well, it's just electrolytes, right?
Yeah. And what I actually do sometimes is he said he would buy the actual powder, which is just dextrose.
Yeah,
you can do that. Yeah.
Dextrose, and then I'll throw the aminos in it.
But that's gross. Like, think about it. Because wait a minute, because the dextrose is corn sugar, right? And it's really fucking cheap. You can go to like Bulk Barn or one of those bulk places and get it for like $8 for like a pound. But it just sits in your stomach like a fucking brick.
The Gatorade is the only thing that doesn't.
The Gatorade's fine. The Gatorade, but that's just electrolytes, right? Like we have an electrolyte.
Electrolytes just got sugar in it.
Yeah, that's true. So there's some carbs.
It's got in a 32-ounce Gatorade.
Yeah.
There's 60 something grams of carbs.
Yeah. So you're basically just doing. Go ahead, Ian.
Go ahead. I had coconut water intra.
Yeah, our intra has coconut water, has the electrolyte balance. It has the electrolyte matrix, and it has branched cyclic dextrin for carbs, so it just absorbs a lot better, and then it has EAAs.
Yeah, I drink one this size.
We're actually coming out with just a branched cyclic dextrin powder by itself.
2.5 servings, 21
Dude,
grams of sugar. So
I found adding 25 grams of branched cyclic dextrin to my pre-workout. My pumps are like immediate.
Like, really? Our carb powder is a cyclic dextrin. It's I use it every day.
Yeah. So guy, you know what you should do? Get a branched cyclic dextrin powder like by itself. You can get it from like True Nutrition.
Yep.
Or like find a product like ANS or whatever.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah.
So get something. I just do one scoop, 25 grams in my pre-workout.
That's a glycerol and like 10 grams of just straight salt.
Well, our pre-workout has a salt in the glycerol already. Right? We already have that. Just add the carbs and you're fucking golden, man. You're like, anyway. But yeah, I just started doing that, and I noticed the pumps are not better, but they're faster. It's like after like 2 or 3 sets, I'm going.
You're adding fast acting carbs right away. So as soon as you start pumping blood, you're going to start getting swollen.
Yeah. Do you include beverages other than water in your daily water count?
If they watch this, they should know.
I don't have a daily water count.
Yeah, I just drink.
Is there? But is there an amount you kind of get every day?
No, I don't.
Unless I drink 7 liters
every day. That's the only time.
Wait a minute, one at a time. Ian, Nick, what'd you say?
I drink 7 liters every day.
Guy, what'd you say?
I said I don't really pay attention to my water unless I'm dieting closer to a show when I got to be gallons on. Other than that, I just drink.
I don't like measure it, but I have an idea. Like I try and get in 5 liters a day, like 5-6 liters.
I know what I like. I'll drink a full one of these a day, a couple bottles of water, a Gatorade.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it too. I just know there's a certain amount of.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know I drink a gallon or not. I just drink. People go, how much you drink? I say, I just fucking drink.
Ian, what about you? You have any type of idea?
Yeah, I mean, like I have a big ANS shaker that's a 1 liter shaker, and I'll usually drink like a third of it with a meal and then the rest of it between, and I'll do that with every meal.
Oh, okay, so you're getting in like 6 liters at least.
Yeah.
Who should coach?
But we didn't even answer the fucking question.
Oh no, we didn't. Wait,
do you count? Like if you drink a Diet Pop, do you count that in your water?
Oh, that I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was always thought up with the fact that water is clean water. So when I write diet for people, I say at least 1 gallon of clean water a day. Clean water. That means
I don't count my shakes and all that shit.
Mm-mm.
And I don't count if I have a pop. Actually, isn't it like caffeinated beverages? Caffeinated beverages are dehydrating anyway. Yes. So you're not
I would count it in the sense that like I'm already drinking, say, 5 liters or something. And if with my meal, instead of drinking my water, I drank a Diet Pop, I'm not going to drink another 500 mils of water later in the day because I drank a fucking Diet Pop, you know?
True. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same. Yeah. Yeah. You have 500K to open a business. You can't choose a gym or a supplement company. What do you do? I like this. I like this one.
Oh, fuck.
I already know mine. I got it.
Just $5,000.
Car dealership?
Yeah, I don't know if you do that with 500 grand.
500 grand.
500 grand. 500K.
I thought you said $5,000. I was like, what?
No, you said you have 500K to open a business. You can't choose a gym or a supplement company.
Oh God, I can guarantee I could pick Fouad's right now.
What?
I guarantee I bet you'd open up a McDonald's.
No,
I'm not even joking. We talked about it before.
No, I was gonna. No,
now he's gonna get mad about the McDonald's means, but I swear I was being serious.
I'm texting you right now, you fucking cocksucker. No,
man, like McDonald's or Tim Hortons franchise, or like
I was just gonna say Tim Hortons because I know Tim Hortons about 480K to buy in.
Isn't it way more than that? I thought.
No, well, the last time I checked, which was like a year ago, it was like.
No, we checked the one time.
We checked the profits on McDonald's. No, but the last time I checked how much it was to buy into a Tim Hortons, it was like 480K. But you also had to have X amount in assets in case your shit went.
That's what it is.
Yeah, right. In case your shit went under.
Before, yeah.
So, but then I would pick that one because to me it's recession proof.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody,
I'm gonna open up a Chick-fil-A.
That was my.
Okay.
Well,
I was Chick-fil-A or HRT clinic. That's the one or the two I was going with.
HRT clinic's a pretty good one too.
I'm still going with Chick-fil-A.
I think mine's still the most recession proof though.
Yeah, Tim Hortons is the best way to go.
Because everybody can find $1.
Or Starbucks, yeah.
Everybody can fucking go to Chick-fil-A. The fucking line was at the window.
Oh man, I remember the 2008 crash. Tim Hortons still had lineups, man. It was like the only place.
I think I might choose a Starbucks in this day and age over Tim Hortons though.
Nobody wants to pay.
Starbucks is the shit.
Starbucks is doing better than Tim Hortons these days, man.
I know, but if a recession hits, no one's paying $4 for a coffee.
The people that drink Starbucks coffee will pay that even if it's the last $4 in their fucking bank account. Trust me.
Yes, they will.
You're right.
You're right. Something that happened this week at Starbucks, and I actually went in and talked to the guy because I was like, man, did I get COVID again? Because for some reason, I've been getting the same fucking coffee forever. And this week, all last week, I ordered a coffee, and I was like, fuck, they forgot to put the stevia in it. The next day I walked in, before I walked out, I tried it, and I'm like, guys, I go, there's no stevia in there. And the guy was like, I put it in. I'm like, are you sure? I don't taste shit. He gave me 4 packets of stevia, dumped it in, so that would have been 8. I didn't taste a fucking thing, and I'm like, man, I can taste everything. I can't taste. And he was like, maybe we got a bad batch of stevia, and I'm like, what are the fucking chances?
You know what?
Bad stevia. So I couldn't. So I can't. So I started putting Splenda back in it today, and I'm like, I can taste that fucking fine.
No, maybe there's something to that because I went a couple times, and I get 3 sweetener in my coffee.
Stevia.
No,
I get Splenda.
I got Splenda today, and I could taste it, but stevia all week I stopped.
The funny thing is, though, from a sweetness level, like in reference to sugar, stevia is more than sucralose.
Yeah,
it's sweet.
Yeah, but dude, when I tell you, I tasted like regular coffee with nothing in it. I was like,
really?
Yeah. I was like, I might have to order Nick's little fucking Fugazi coffee.
You should. It's fantastic.
I don't even know what it is. I know it's like pumps.
A lot of pumps.
When will Ian join the real truck gang with everyone else and trade the taco in for a half ton?
Well, it's funny because today when I saw that TRX, I'm like, fuck, I need to get
What are you driving?
I have my truck I have a Tacoma, like a newer Tacoma.
Okay.
That's a nice truck.
Yeah, it's nice, and it's the size that Melissa likes to drive it. You know, it's a good size that like.
Don't get a big 250, man. Trust me.
I wouldn't get a 250. If I was to get something, it would be like a
F-150.
Yeah, F-150 or Ram size.
You guys don't like Dodges, huh?
I actually like the new Ram. Like I said, it was the gas mileage that fucking screwed me.
Yeah.
I mean, I would get a Raptor.
See, the new Raptor.
I like Raptor.
I like the older style Raptors better.
Older style Raptors look nicer. The new ones just look like F-150s.
I saw a brand new one on the road today. I was like, it looks like it's got a lot of plastic on it.
You got to wait till 2022. They're doing the V8 fucking 700 or 800 horsepower Raptor.
Yeah, so maybe I'll wait.
Doing a Hellcat Rebel.
Well, they already do have a Hellcat Rebel. It's a fucking TRX. That's what that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a down payment down on the with the Tesla truck when they came out. I put a down payment.
Whatever happened?
It did. Didn't everybody? Wasn't it like $50 for something like that?
100.
Yeah, it was like $100. Yeah. That's how he makes his money to do his projects. Eh? He got who knows how many people to put $100 in.
Genius.
And then and then he uses those people's money to fucking fund his project.
Well, you know what happens, right?
Fucking like crowdfunding for his own project.
No, but you know what happens? The only reason why I did it because somebody that's in finance called me and he was like, "Hey, this is what you need to do." He's like, I put down $200 because this is what he said. And he goes, the guy that told me about this, he was like, is a multi-fucking millionaire. He said, what happens is they do that and you buy spots for when the cars are made. But then what happens is there's an influx of people that want the vehicle and people that have the down payment. So I don't know if it's Tesla or their dealerships will actually pay you thousands of dollars for your spot if you don't want the vehicle.
Dude, that happens.
It's almost like a bulletproof fucking plan.
That happens now. It's called buying allotments. So like,
so that's what I did.
For example, if you own let's say you own a Porsche, right? Let's say I own a Porsche 911 GTR or GT3. Sorry. The Porsche dealership will give me an allotment for a new Porsche before anybody else.
Yep.
So if I want, I take the allotment knowing I'm not going to buy the car.
Yep.
And then when there's a fucking lineup of people that are trying to buy it, all I do is sell the allotment for like $60,000.
Yep.
And then I make fucking 50 grand or 60 grand and I didn't even touch the car.
Exactly what I did.
Yeah. That happens all the time with like exotic cars.
Yeah.
You can only have one for the rest of your life and the rest can never be eaten. McDonald's, pizza, or pasta?
Pizza.
Pasta.
You can only have one for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Wait a minute. I got to rethink this. Back up.
Say it again.
McDonald's, pizza, or pasta. Well, I'm taking McDonald's. I got a full menu.
Yeah. I'm going to go McDonald's also. McDonald's,
Say it
pizza,
again.
McDonald's, pizza, or pasta?
McDonald's all day.
No, Nick, what do you think?
I'm picking pasta.
I actually feel like I'm going to throw up during this podcast from legs.
Do it. Leave it on camera.
Yeah,
It'll be hilarious. It'll be hilarious.
Really
Leave it on camera. Do it. Throw up. Are you okay?
Nah, the leg session sucked. I really feel like I'm going to vomit, but go ahead.
Are you taking D-balls? Anadrols? You taking any orals?
Nope.
Does that make you puke when you train?
What? The D-balls or Anadrols?
Yeah.
Well, it used to make me nauseous. Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. That's why I stopped taking them. They fuck my stomach right up. What's wrong with you? What did you just spit out of your mouth? What are you eating?
I was chewing.
He spit his chew out.
Oh, tobacco.
Yeah. He had a lip in.
Why don't you stop chewing, man? That's probably why.
I know I'm going to end up throwing up.
Do we have to call it a day?
Mm-mm.
Take your phone to the bathroom. I want to watch you. I want to watch you puke. I can't see. Oh
is he acting?
He's trying.
No, I'm puking.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, dude, I saw it. What the fuck, man?
I told you I drink legs hard.
Underneath your toilet's nice and clean. That's a good sign.
It's not because you train legs real hard. It's because you're a pussy and you chew fucking tobacco.
Probably chewing tobacco for 20 years, sucking dick.
Who pukes after training legs hard like an hour after training?
I think it's all gone. Oh.
You okay? You gonna be all right? I think everybody's probably tuned out now. It's fucking gross ass shit.
Fuck. I felt it coming. I was like, fuck.
I don't know what other. I don't know what other podcasts.
This is great content. Man, I'm
was
right
sitting
into
there, I
this.
was
I'm
like,
fucking enthralled into this.
We all stopped talking. We're
I'm
like,
like,
what's gonna happen?
Are you good? Are you done?
Okay, well let's carry on until he's like, okay.
I'm good, bro. I just fucking I felt it coming up and I was like, I gotta throw up.
Well, you feel better now?
Fine.
All right.
Did you hear it? Did you see it? Or did you hear it?
I saw some of it.
I heard some of it. Am I missing out on gains if I don't rest for a certain amount of time between sets?
Well,
If you don't rest enough, you're not giving yourself maximum output on your next set.
yeah.
are you doing fucking CrossFit wads? Then yeah, probably.
Okay.
I made fun of that kid for throwing up too. God damn it.
Yeah, you did.
Watch this podcast.
Fuck. I guess I got to tell him I throw up before he watches it.
Should your daily protein intake only be counted out of complete proteins, not counting rice and oats, for example?
I don't count incomplete.
I only count the protein. Like people are like, oh, if you eat X amount of vegetables, there's an extra 10 grams of protein. I'm like, I don't count that.
Yeah, I don't
I don't count that shit.
It's incomplete sources. I don't count it.
The big one on everyone's mind: Nick Walker versus Blessing. Who you got?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What do you think, Guy? Is Nick gonna edge him out?
Based on the pictures that I've seen, I mean, I have no beef with anybody, but I mean, going off of pictures, I mean, I got to go with Nick.
I'm going based off of pictures. It's gonna be a lot closer than people think, and that's not to insult Nick. I think Nick's probably gonna win. Blessing looks a lot better than I thought he was gonna look.
What you're talking about the picture he posted of his relaxed?
I feel like the leaner he gets, the better his legs look.
Yeah, but
I don't think he'll be leading up to that.
His legs
I don't think his
look,
head will be enough.
That's the one thing. I think is going to hold him back because
Yeah, I think they're going to turn around, get a back double, and Nick's going to make him look like a soft Lionel back. You know,
Nick gets really shredded. It's going to be hard for him that way. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a good show, man. Who else is doing it? Why are we focused on these two guys? Nick, who else is doing the show?
I know Justin Rodriguez and Hassan's doing it.
Yeah. You got to get your respect back from Justin.
Yeah,
I mean that's the real rivalry for me. Who was Blessing? You know,
I agree. When people say this to me, and they're like, "What do you think of Nick versus Blessing?" I'm like, "Yo, Justin's like the high horse here. I think it's Nick and Justin here." You know?
Well, Justin's the one.
Hassan's a fucking freak.
Wait, who's the other guy you said? Hassan who?
Mustafa, but Hassan is a freak, but he hasn't displayed the conditioning. And to me, unless you've displayed that, like you got to fucking show you can get in shape, man.
If that guy can get peeled.
If he can, but this is ifs, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not absolutely.
Can I say something about him? And
I love him though. Nicest guy in the world.
This is zero disrespect. I think he's got an insane physique. The only thing that threw me off in New York was his overall stature isn't that big. Like he's not an overly wide guy. And I think if you stand him next to Justin Rodriguez, who's like 2 meters fucking wide,
yeah,
he's not going to look. I don't think.
Did I ever show? I showed you on the podcast the picture of me standing next to him.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, you're the same way. You and Justin were like this, and even though he's extremely muscular and extremely well put together, he's a little narrow.
Small.
Yeah,
he's a little blocky.
It's not blocky. It's just structurally.
No, he's blocky too.
He's narrow in the shoulders. He's short. Like it's things. It's so much muscle packed onto quite a smaller frame.
Yeah.
So it's always hard. Like no matter how much muscle he has, when he stands next to taller guys or wider guys that also have a lot of muscle, he gets overshined by far.
So yeah, Nick, I think Justin's your main focus.
I've said that since day one. So I was like, what's this whole Blessing shit about?
Who's anybody else? You know those four, or is there anybody else?
I've heard rumored Akeem might do it.
Max Charles will do it, I'm sure.
Rumored that Rolly might jump in.
Has anybody seen Kai training and looking like a freak?
Yes.
Is it just me, or does he look fucking crazy?
I mean, honestly, he always looks fucking crazy every time.
No, his arms, like I saw an arm video today.
I never know when I see videos of Kai though, if they're from today or 4 years or 6 years or last month or like.
I go off his dreads, facial hair, and if anything.
But I keep seeing these captions, and it sounds like he's going to make a comeback, or maybe. And the only reason I believe it is I think Singeron's probably got it worked into his contract that he's got to do something.
Wait, did you guys hear about this Ramy contract?
Yeah,
with enhanced muscle.
Enhanced, yeah.
He signed like $1 million contract or something crazy.
$1 million?
Apparently, the contract they said on RX is a fucking $1 million contract. I don't know if it's $1 million over 3 years or something, but it's a
That's
fucking
funny because they were after me hard when I was a free agent, and they didn't offer me nowhere near that.
This is Tony Hughes' company, right?
Yeah. I got to be honest, man. Forget it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know where you're going with that. We'll leave that.
I know exactly where you're going, Fouad.
I ain't gonna say shit.
We'll leave that one.
I ain't gonna say shit. I don't know why. Why did he leave? I wonder why he left Dragon.
Dragon went under. They're going.
Dragon let him go.
Aren't they going under?
Dragon's going under.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He wasn't even with Dragon before the Olympia.
Yeah, because I know they let go a bunch of people. Like they let go like a bunch of their like other pros and stuff, and then Ramy left. I think they're donezo. Yeah.
I wonder what makes the supplement company go under like that. That seems to be.
I heard they were paying him like $55,000 a month.
You're not getting ROI on certain things, bro.
Well, I was just going to say, that's the one thing I do know that causes these companies to go under is overspending.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
If Big Ramy is the new standard for Mr. O, do you think anyone right now could dethrone him if he comes into the 2020 Olympia at 100%?
Who?
Ramy.
If he comes in as good or better as this year, can anyone beat him?
Can Nick?
Can Nick? Yeah, Nick will beat him.
Nick, do you think you can beat Ramy?
Yeah.
If he's 100%, and you're 100%, you think you can beat him?
Yeah.
Are you going to hate me if I say I got to see that first before I say yeah?
Nope.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I love his attitude. Just the yup, it's fucking awesome.
Is that Shawn Rhoden? Is that Shawn? What the fuck?
Oh, he's actually on there.
What's going on, man? How are you?
It's called. I figured I'd pick it up.
What's happening, fellas?
What's up?
What's up, Shawn?
You guys crack me up.
What are you? What are you doing next, man? Where you been? I can't hear him anymore.
Talk loud, Shawn.
This guy cut his ear off. I figure out what the heck.
Holy shit, he's got a fro going. It looks good.
Look at that fro.
Growing this out.
Yo, you got a lot of fucking hair still. Jesus.
You got a fucking movie gig coming up?
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
What's your name? Okay, who called who here? Did you call him?
He just called me.
Oh,
I figured I'd pick it up.
well, we should just get you on the podcast.
Yeah, you want to do the podcast next week?
No, like right now.
Oh, you want to come on the podcast right now?
Were you guys on Zoom?
Yeah, we'll just send you a link.
Cool.
What's your what email? Shawn Flextron at
Everyone's loving this.
Shawn_Rhoden.
Roden at yahoo.com.
All right, send it now. Click it.
Sean.
Everyone spam Sean's email.
Shawn_Rhoden.
Everyone stand by.
You mean, let me tell you something. I'm fucking so goddamn valuable.
I've never had five people on a podcast at once.
5 guys. Oh yeah, call the podcast. 5 guys.
Crash the system here.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
You send him the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moves in reverse. So
what were we talking about, Ian? Do you think he's gonna beat Ramy?
Do I think he's going to?
Yeah.
When? In 2021?
Don't stop dancing around the issue. Is Nick gonna beat Ramy at the Olympia?
This year? No. Will he eventually? Maybe. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you that too.
Yeah.
Guy, what do you think?
this year, I think Ramy his muscle's too mature for. I think Nick still has a little young muscle. It's got to mature.
Young muscle. The guy looks like sandpaper.
Yeah, but you can still see he's got young muscle on him. You can just tell.
It doesn't look young. What are you talking? His muscle looks like he's fucking 50.
No, it doesn't.
Now I look old?
No, the muscle looks mature and fucking grainy.
In certain shots, no, in certain shots,
It's not old. The muscle looks mature and like grainy.
No, and some of his shots it does, but some it doesn't. He's still got young muscle on him.
I don't think so.
I think his back double. I think his back isn't as grainy as somebody who's older.
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I disagree.
What?
Guy, we're gonna argue all of the time, me and you.
That's fine.
Let's see, Nick.
I definitely think I can beat Ramy from the back though.
Nick Walker. Let's take a look. Okay, so
here we go.
Hold on, click that right there. Yeah, he's got. Dude, I would die for Nick's body, but he's got young muscle on him.
Nick, how did your head shrink? I don't understand what you did.
Yeah, how did you grow hair and lose head?
Like, what happened? Do you realize how small your head looks right here?
I know.
Yo, how many people comment spikes now? Because I just comment spikes.
Yeah, but that hair looks good.
Because of you, I get that all the time now.
Yeah, but the hair looks good though. You got to admit.
You actually have a small head, or is this just like some illusion?
No, yeah,
I have a small head.
Small head, man. Yes.
I don't know. He's got a thick neck, so I can't tell if it's just his neck making his head look smaller.
You're doing this differently, I noticed. Is this a different pose for you?
Nick, your
Take a
fucking
second to
arms
look at
are
these
so
fucking
big, bro.
arms. Like, what are these fucking arms, eh?
Nick, your arms are retarded.
That's just fucked up, man. That's
Nick's forearm is like my fucking upper arm.
like I got fucking big ass arms, and I look at these arms, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, that preacher curl video, I couldn't even watch. I was like, I don't even want to work out
It's
anymore.
fucking depressing, those arms. Yeah.
It's got to be Synthol.
It's all Synthol.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh, look at the old douchey selfie. There it is.
Look at this waist, though. Look at this waist.
I had to let people know.
Listen, you can't tell me looking at him right now that he looks like he's got like younger muscle on him.
It doesn't look younger to me.
I totally disagree with you every time you talk.
I disagree with everything about you, guy.
There's the back shot. The back double's down one. There you go.
Well, that's more hamstring, but yeah. Oh, that one.
No. That below that. Left one for you dum dum.
Sorry.
I mean, that's fucking.
That doesn't look like young muscle, dude.
That looks great.
If I didn't know that was Nick, I would think this was like a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah,
that looks
Branch Warren, old man.
That picture, it looks insane.
He looks like an old man here.
Yeah. He looks like you, Fouad. That's old man.
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
All right, in that picture,
My hamstrings look like this.
No, they don't.
No, like I mean, well, they look this sandpapery. They're not. This,
They look that sandpapery, but
that's on horn there.
Much smaller. Yeah.
This is adductors, man. They're like fucking cows hanging in the inside of his legs.
Yeah, I don't see young muscle, man. I mean, look, I know he's young, and I agree with you that it's going to mature even more, but that's going to be even crazier.
I agree.
When I think young,
that's why I say when he gets older and he gets crazier, that was my exact point.
When I think young muscle, I think Regan or Quint.
I agree with you.
All right.
But I've said that on this podcast, and everyone shits on me when I say it.
No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. You say way worse. You take it to like 10 other levels.
But I'll say like in one times be like that they have kitty looking like immature muscle, and I'll get fucking shit on.
Because you said kitty muscle. Do you understand how much worse that sounds?
It's the same fucking thing. Come on.
It's not.
I don't know what like immature muscle, like young muscle, whatever the word is, you know?
That's not what you said. I think you said something else, but it doesn't matter. No,
well, I said a million other things, of course, but I did say that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
He's gonna reach through the screen in about 2 seconds.
Who is me?
Ian looks like he's about to fucking come through the screen.
He's putting the screen closer to his face.
The more mad he gets, the more leaner he's getting towards the screen.
And it's like, fuck, man, this Airbnb is so hot in here. I'm like fucking drenched in sweat. I'm like beat red, like hot in here.
All right, we'll wrap it up. We'll do like 2 more questions. I don't think Sean's coming.
I don't think I could go. Yeah, what the fuck is he?
It's okay. Just leave him. Leave him. Don't make him come on, man. I don't like that.
I don't like when he fucking says he's gonna do something.
No, just don't. I don't like that shit, man. Just if he's busy or you know,
kind
of caught him off guard. Like, what's he gonna say? No, I don't want to come on.
Yeah.
he's not gonna say that like while he's on the podcast.
Tell Lee on here instead then.
Okay. What actor or athlete would you like to coach for a bodybuilding show, or what actor or athlete could be an IFBB pro? What actor no.
There was that one guy that was acting in some movies that was pre-jacked to that. Fuck. I need to find this.
Fuck.
Well,
people always tell me I should act all the time.
Do it. It's very easy to find out how good you are. Start doing auditions, and then you'll see how many times you get called back.
Oh yeah, let me go to an audition because I know how that works.
Dude, it sucks.
I've gotten called for audition in New York City, and I don't go, so I'm not gonna go wait in line and fucking act.
Why?
I'm gonna pick Bautista.
Years ago, I would get calls all the time.
That's a good pick. It's just I'm trying to think of someone that's not fucking 9 feet tall. All these celebrities that are good, like jacked, are
You're
all
thinking of that guy Martin?
You know, or what did you say?
I'm picking Bautista.
I'm going with my go-to Herschel Walker.
What is that? That's a football player, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it says actor or athlete.
Oh, or athlete. Oh, fuck. I mean, there's going to be tons of athletes. Yeah.
I would like to coach Kevin Hart. He's fucking a riot, and he works out a lot. I think I could whoop his ass into shape better than his trainer.
That's probably true. Weak ass trainer.
Wait a minute. Let's skip this one. If you could only have a huge back and no chest, or a huge chest and no back.
Huge back and no chest, or huge chest and no back. I'd take a huge back and no chest.
Huge back.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going huge back.
Yeah, huge back is better every day of the week.
Yeah.
Do you think you amateur show? Well, this is for me. Yeah, we are going to have. Actually, it's good that we're doing the podcast. We are having our show. We're going to do our natural show and our open show on the same day. Registration will be open tomorrow. FouadAbiadChampionships.com. Thank you.
Do you know what the deal with? Maybe you have more insight this because you promote. What's the deal with this? With the girl in the fucking Vancouver Pro? Like, she's jumping all over the place with this show.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. Sorry, man.
Like, the amateur show is like moved now, and she canceled the Van Pro. Like, I don't know what she's going with this shit.
Yeah, I have no. Is that still?
Why can't you have that show? Why not?
Why can't I have that show?
No, why can't she in BC? Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Give me the show. I'll fucking promote it.
You can't. We're in Ontario. I tried to get a pro show here, and they wouldn't let me have it. I was going to have it with my my open show because I have like 200 competitors.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, long story. They said I couldn't because we have the Toronto Pro, and they didn't want it to hurt the Toronto Pro.
So we'll have a Montreal Canada Cup again.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That was a show, and it was equally as successful as Toronto.
I know, but the thing people don't realize though is the pro shows are so expensive to have.
Yeah.
That you gotta have them. You gotta have them with a large amateur show.
Yes.
So that you can use the money from the amateur show to pay for the pro.
Of course.
Yeah. So I have a large amateur show here already.
And that would.
But they won't let me attach it to the fucking. They won't let me attach the pro show to it.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on post-workout nutrition? Straight to a meal or shake, then a meal about an hour later?
I mean, if your stomach can handle both, do both. If it can't, have your meal.
Okay, let me see.
I can't handle a meal after, as you can see.
Yeah.
I never can eat right after I work out. It's a shake. Then I wait about. Some people would say go an hour. I can't. My stomach's never fully settled. I wait like 2 hours.
Did you say you don't have a shake, Nick?
No, I just eat.
I'm the same as Nick. I don't usually have a post-workout shake.
You guys can. My stomach can't. I'll throw up
after I train, but I have EAAs, and then like 20 minutes later, I'll eat.
Yeah, unless it's like one of the 1 in 5 billion times I'll use insulin post-workout, and I need the carbs or to have a shake. But other than that, I never have a shake post-workout. Really.
Before we go, do you guys want to rate a couple physiques?
Yeah, we do like.
Sure, bring them on.
Because I used to, I was doing this by itself, but I don't. I actually got some people that were insulted.
Hold on, let me put my glasses on for this one.
Yeah, some people messaged me. They're really angry that they got like a 5.5 out of fucking 10. One guy actually put my picture.
Are these pros?
Listen to this. This is hilarious. One guy actually took his picture that we rated and put it next to my picture with the same pose and sent it to me. I think he's implying that, I don't know, he looks better or just as good.
Go toe to toe with you.
Yeah. He's like, I don't think I'm a 5.5, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the
People
fuck?
can't take criticism.
I'm like, listen, man, first of all, this isn't scientific. We're looking at fucking Instagram photos.
Yeah.
Second of all, you put your picture in. We didn't ask you. You put your picture in, and then because you didn't get the rating you thought you were going to get, now you're mad.
It's like showing up to a bodybuilding show and getting pissed off at the judges because you didn't win.
Yeah, it's like don't participate if you're going to get angry, man.
Yeah, if you're going to get mad that you're not going to get the feedback you want, then you might want to step off.
Yeah, step off.
Bitch.
Okay.
Step off.
Let's start with
this guy.
Oh my God, look at this.
Bring him on.
Is it Rhoden? It's got to be Rhoden. There he is.
Oh, perfect timing.
Turn your phone sideways.
Shawn Rhoden finally gets on my fucking podcast. Shawn, tell the viewers how many times. Tell the viewers how many times I've asked you to be doing my podcast. Tell them. Three, I think 3, maybe 4, 5,
3 or 4 times.
3, yeah. Finally, because we pressured you by accident. Now you're
Shawn, what do I say all the time when you never call me or answer my phone calls? I go, it's what? What do I say?
It's what?
You really gonna let that out?
It's this podcast. You can say it.
Don't say it. Maybe you shouldn't.
No, you can. What do I say when you don't call me back?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
No, or I go, what? You can't call your white friend back?
Let's. Shawn, how are you, man?
He does actually. He's 5% black, so
Stop 10, motherfucker. 10.
I thought it was 5%.
No, 7.9. I rounded up.
7.9.
Shawn, what are you doing, man? Are you doing any shows this year?
We'll see, man. It's I think after coming back from the Olympia and seeing, all those guys on the stage, it was, I mean, that feeling when you get in that environment and, you see these guys up there and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
You want to get out there, but, just going through the due process right now and, keeping a healthy mindset and training. I mean, I see that I have eaten 7 meals right now. So this is the,
Color said you were huge. He saw you last weekend. He goes, Shawn's fucking huge.
yeah, I'm about 295 right now. So
Holy fuck.
So
I don't know, Shawn, I don't know what your situation is or what we're allowed to ask, what I'm not allowed to ask. So if you don't want to answer anything, don't answer it. But are you cleared to compete? Are you okay to compete now?
Not as yet.
Not yet?
Not as yet. But, the good thing that I've had some great conversation with both Don Solomon, as well as, Jake Woods and Jim Mannion, just keeping the dialogue open,
Yeah.
But again, I think for me, the main thing right now is I think a lot of people would have lost focus, by now. But, I have a passion for what I do, which is bodybuilding and training. And, if nothing else, it's great therapy for me. And, my ultimate goal this year is to get back on stage. And, I have to prepare myself mentally, physically, and emotionally for that.
How old are you? How old are you right now, Shawn?
46.
46. Do you still look like 40-year-old Shawn Rhoden, or are you looking 46? How do you feel? Are you you feel old, or you still feel like you got it?
I was talking to Chris this morning. I told him, this is by far the heaviest I've lifted in a very, very long time, like consistently.
Yeah.
I feel like, to be honest, like when I just turned pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just like fresh, like raring to get back to the fucking stage, or what?
Mentally, I think I've been ready for that. Getting back in stage, but I think not pounding my body the way that I normally do for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I worked out and I trained, but I haven't, trained. And, like right now I'm training, I'm lifting up weights where I'm like scratching my head going, what the fuck just happened? No joint pain or anything, 295, the heaviest I've ever been.
Most important question is, if you can come back, can you beat Ramy?
Yes.
I didn't ask you, Guy.
I just wanted to say
do you think you can beat Ramy, Shawn?
I'm not going to take anything from Ramy. Is Mr. Olympia 2020, and he looks phenomenal on stage. But I feel as if, yes, I can. And I'm saying that, Ramy is huge, fucking huge. I'm not going to lie. I've stood next to him many times and gone, what the?
Yeah.
But I know having my condition, I don't think, he has to drop a lot more weight to have the kind of condition that I normally bring to the stage.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people don't realize this. Even in 2018, when I won the Olympia, the amount of time that I prepped for the Olympia was basically, I want to say, the end of June into September.
Yeah.
I was having a very hard time after, my 2 bleeding ulcer, just to get back in the mind frame of training and prepping. I was ready to just kind of walk away, because I'm like, fuck, I was getting ready for the Arnold. It looked great. 6 weeks out, I'm in the hospital, 2 bleeding ulcer, 7 blood transfusion. And, I have a, at the time I'm like, crap. And I have a daughter that I'm more concerned about than, being around for than, getting on stage. So it wasn't until, like going on vacation with them and then calling Chris and said, I'm ready. That wasn't until literally the end of June. So I never really had an off season. And, right now, as I said, I'm literally eating 7 meals a day. I'm training, not working out. I'm training. I'm doing shit that I'd never really do. I rarely ever deadlift. I could tell you how many times I've ever deadlifted in my life, pro and amateur, and I'm doing that kind of stuff right now. I'm lifting like Nick.
Like Nick. Yeah. Well, listen, I feel
like Nick when I'm training. I'm like, fuck, he's 26.
I want to get you on the podcast, just me and you, and we'll go over some of the more of these. I got a million questions, but I don't want to hold up the whole podcast, but we'll get you on like one-on-one when you have time.
Oh, no problem. Sorry for the delay.
But if I send a message this time, you better fucking respond, or I'm gonna tell Guy to call you.
See, I'm only a fucking. If you ever played chess, I'm just a fucking. I'm a pawn. I'm in the front line to get moved, so Fouad can get closer to the fucking king. I see what I am. I'm just.
Thank you, Guy. So listen. Okay, Shawn, if you don't mind, we're gonna do a couple rate your physiques, and we rate them out of 10. Okay, I think you have a call coming in. Okay, so let me share the screen.
Oh, here we go. Mr. Olympia rating physiques. This is going to be get fucking.
All right. So
1 out of 10.
We're starting with big Ben Iki, 6'1", stage weight. Last stage weight was 230 pounds, super heavyweight.
6'1"?
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
This isn't roast your physique. This is rate your physique.
Oh, my bad.
Are we still going on amateur scale and pro scale?
Yeah, he's an amateur.
So this is on an amateur scale. Okay.
So 10, think of the best amateur you can think of.
Can we rate the first comment that he got on this fucking post?
Wow.
Like it. Give it a like. Ooh, I'd give it a like. Like the comment. No, like the comment. The wow.
Oh, this okay.
He like both.
You guys are fucked. Guy, okay, okay.
All right, I'm gonna give this guy on an amateur scale. I'm gonna give him like a 6.6.
I'm gonna go 6.0.
Guy, what do you think?
I would have said 6. The haircut brings him down to a 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs to bring his arms up. His arms need to come up. His chest is a little short.
1 second before we start just picking it apart. Shawn, what do you think?
I'm gonna give him a 7. It's a lot of hard work.
All right, Dave.
I remember being an amateur, and it wasn't easy. So, I'm going to give him a 7. His conditions seem to be coming together.
Do we got a back? Go to the right there. Is there more?
I think I'm going to give him a 7 only based on this.
That's not a bad shot.
His physique to me is completely symmetrical. He just needs more size.
Exactly.
Like everything is evenly placed. It's just all smaller than it needs to be.
Yeah, his arms are a little lagging, but the rest of him is not too bad now.
There we go.
Like all this matches up,
actually,
right?
It's not that bad. That's actually a little more than I thought. I would give him a 6.
You went up. You came up from 5.5.
No, but see, but then this one kind of put me back.
I'll move up from my 6.6 to a 6.7.
Guy, you're still a 5.5.
I feel like we fucking rated this guy already.
I'll give him a 6.
I think we did too, actually, Ian.
Yeah.
6. I give him a 6.
Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next guy. Can I move on to the next guy?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
The fucking host, dude. Let me ask some questions.
Well, I don't know the fucking. All right, let's do this guy. Ben, 851. Oh, forget it. He's in the metric system. Let's go on somewhere else. Jonathan, 5'6", 216 pounds.
That's big.
Light heavyweight.
Okay, here we go.
That side
I like it. That looks good.
Yeah, he looks solid.
Look at the fucking camera. It's not a quarter turn.
Don't be such an asshole, Guy.
Let's see that front lat. That's a nice little front lat. Oh, he looks good.
That's a good physique.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
nice.
Gonna give him on an amateur scale. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.5, 7.6. Maybe even better. I need to see more shots.
Here we go.
It's a pretty physique, man.
That's a good front relaxed. His lats are a little.
I was going to say, with these high lats, that's going to be a bad back. So let's see the back.
That's what. It's not horrible, but it's not.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
It's definitely his lagging body part.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice physique. Good waist. Chest is thick.
Cute dog.
He's put together well. He's got good legs. He just needs to bring up the back a bit.
Yeah, I'll stick with like a high 7.
You have a back shot?
What did you say, Ian?
There you go.
Or sorry, Nick.
He needs width.
Okay, Shawn, you start. What do you think out of 10?
I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay, Guy, what do you think?
I'll give him what's the next shot? I'll give him a 7.
Ian?
Why are you laughing, Fouad? I know why you're laughing. I know why you're laughing. Go ahead. I know exactly. I know you like the back of my fucking hand. Why are you laughing?
Oh wait, let's see this.
Look how his legs are fucking peeled.
I'm getting
You
shape.
know what it is? He's got a long torso.
Yeah, he does. Well, it's because his lats need to come down.
Yeah.
To
I
develop
want to
more.
see all these shots.
He could be
it's not
hard.
bad.
Waist down.
That front double's nice. I'll give him a 7.6.
That's a good side chest.
I'm glad you guys are not in the Olympics. Nobody would win.
Nick, what do you think?
Russia would.
I like that pose. That looks good. I'll give him a 7.5.
Why do you gotta
And
go? You just have to go a
It's
half
just-
higher, Nick, right?
just-
Just to get
Just a little bit.
It's all right. I see how it is.
I'm gonna go 7-8.
Of course
Yeah.
you are. Man. I mean, just fucking-
Well, look at this guy. Fuck, he looks just as good as you almost. Guy, I'm just fucking around. Shut up. Don't get upset, asshole. He looks better.
Got fired.
This guy
Got
looks
fired.
okay. Wait a minute. Okay, wait.
I don't get upset.
Just so we can be clear, this front double bicep I'm looking at is fucking. That's better shape than me.
That's
Better
crazy.
than mine, that's for sure.
Like that's a really good shape, man. He just needs more muscle. Like
I like his.
Yeah. Put a
Yeah,
few more
most
pounds in
muscular, you
it,
talk
and
nice
then it'll look
front
dangerous.
if this guy put like another 10, 15 pounds on in the right place, fuck, man.
Crazy.
You'd be a freak for sure.
Okay, let's do a couple more and then we'll go because Ian's probably stuck in a hot room.
Starving.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't get out of here. Okay, let's just scroll and stop. 5'5", 140 classic.
Hmm.
I think this is a girl. Oh no, it's not a girl.
Kim's not. A,
Asian guy.
What the hell?
Hey, we gotta rate him. Okay.
Wow.
go on, rate him, buddy.
Well, he says showcasing my weakest body part.
At least he's being honest.
Let's see his best body. Okay, I give him a 1.
Oh my god.
I'll give him a 3.8.
Oh wait, how old's he?
You guys are fucking.
Wait, there's no fucking age matter. It's just
I just want to know because that's a serious hairline.
Is this supposed to be him?
I hope not.
I'll give that-
Look, holy smokes, my man, anabolic art has turned me into an art.
Well, that's
Is that how he looks on stage?
that picture is a 10 out of 10.
man, maybe we need to see stage shots of this guy. Maybe this guy's
Wait,
fucking.
that's it. That's it right there. That's the
There you
picture.
go.
Oh, for fuck's
He
sake.
looks better on stage.
He does look better on stage, but yeah, I give him a 4.
Wait a minute. You guys are being mean now. Look, Nick, that's way better than fucking 1.
What the fuck is that? The cat claw?
I'm gonna give him a 5.
Of course you would, Sean.
I don't disagree with Sean. That's like,
Yeah, he's in that 4 or 5 range. Yeah.
He's trying, you know.
look, he won. He won this show. That's him. He won.
Wait, go back.
Because the guy on the fucking right was just.
No, go that twisted front double there, left one.
This
Yeah,
one.
that's not terrible.
That's a 5 at least, man.
Yeah, that's a
That's
5.
definitely a 5.
Yeah.
I'll go with a 4.2.
This
Look at this
poor guy's
transformation.
gonna be.
This
This
is
poor guy's gonna be
transformation.
watching this show and be like, "I don't believe this shit."
Well, he should. Listen, I don't think anybody should apply for this shit anymore.
Yeah.
On this show.
Okay, one more and then we'll go.
We're just being honest.
Is there any girls? I like fucking breaking the girls down.
I don't want to do natty people.
Kind of pro.
Ain't no
Can't-
pro.
There's no pros here. What are you talking about?
They know better, Ian.
Find like a high.
There, IFBB right there.
amateur.
Where?
Oh, you're open. It's not a pro. It's just an IFBB.
I'm trying to look for a big body weight here. 205, 140, 140, 267,
Even, yeah.
Even Crawley.
6'1". All right, let's see what we got here.
I know this guy.
That's a dramatic difference in
He
size.
looks good.
That's
Wait,
100
click out
pounds.
that and go up one. Click
Oh,
out
there.
of
There's a front double there.
This one, guy?
That's the tight shirt, bro. Like that, like your that's like your pants, Fouad, as a shirt.
Hey, asshole, you're wearing the same pants now.
First of all, but yeah, but like, let me ask you a question. Would you wear that out? Like that would
I thought you Italians wore shit like this.
I wear shirts like that.
Wait,
What the fuck?
Ian, what?
I swear you must wear shirts like this guy. Come
Are
on.
you fucking on? Are you have another mushroom, bro? No.
I think I probably wore something like this when I was 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
I got one black V-neck.
You want to know why I don't wear it? I don't like the shirt I'm wearing now. I don't like my sleeve. I'm always doing. I like my sleeves down.
Well, it's
I
because
don't
you have
like my
arms.
like this.
You got little ass arms, man. You don't know what that feels like.
What?
This
Nick, I swear to fucking God, 26-year-old, you can make it.
Can we please? Can we please?
Hey, he's got my shirt on.
Can we rate this fucking guy or not?
No, go up. Go up. There's better pictures.
Where?
Up, and right.
Ooh,
The back needs work.
He's work, but he's a big boy.
Yeah, but that back is.
Yeah.
Is there any stage shots? Has he been on stage yet?
The back is far behind. Let's see this one looks like. Yeah, the back is not matching up with the rest of the body parts.
Yeah.
He's got great arms, good chest.
Good chest.
He's got good everything else. He just needs more.
Oh, look at that shot. That's it. Oh, no. Go over.
Yeah, most muscular.
Yeah, go over to that. No. Over. No.
Down, man.
No, to
Yeah,
the
right.
Yeah, right there.
Fuck, that looks good.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah. Hey, he looks great. I just think he needs more back.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
The back needs to come up. The rest of them's pretty good.
That's his back when he's more
Yeah, the
shredded.
back is very lacking thickness for
Yeah, it's
sure.
very shallow. Very shallow. So, Sean, what do you think out of 10?
7.8.
That's high, bro.
You're trying to get fans.
I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6.8.
The back's important, man.
I got a question. Hold on. Go back to that one. Go back.
What? Here?
Nope. The one you just were on. You clicked it. The one you clicked. Look at his right shoulder and that back double bicep to his left. Doesn't that look very weird?
Yeah,
That's how he's angled. Yeah,
It looks like double the size.
Doesn't look double size to me. It just looks he's tilted.
he's tilted more. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's just tilted. Stop trying to find Synthol.
Damn guy.
You're saying he might have a bigger fucking one shoulder than you. You guys are all assholes.
His shoulders are the same size. Actually, this one is bigger. It looks thicker a little bit.
Thank you, Fouad. Always negative.
That's his back on stage. Yeah, the back needs to come up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 6.4.
And then he's got to change posing trunks.
6.4 from Nick. We got a 7.5 from Sean. Ian, what do you think?
I give him a 6.8.
And Guy?
I'm a round numbers kind of guy. I like a whole 6.
That's back looks good there. Look at his back there.
Good there.
You know what happened? It's almost like the rest of his body got bigger and his back didn't.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Back's peeled there.
But I'm saying like this is a previous photo, so it looks like everything else grew, but his back didn't grow.
It's like he was more aesthetically pleasing there, and now he kind of he's a little lopsided.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm gonna go 6.5. I think is fair.
Of course you would. 0.5 more than me every time. Keep going.
Well, I have to make sure I'm not an asshole.
He doesn't want to get anymore pictures comparing himself.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay,
Right,
we're gonna wrap up.
Title this episode.
I'm gonna title it. Shawn. Hey, Sean, are you an ass or tits guy?
Sean's a fucking ass man. Are you kidding me?
I let him answer.
I'm gonna go with ass.
Thank you.
All right, that's the
Sean,
title.
did you just look over at Laura Lee and then answer the question? Because I saw you, and I know you.
She's standing right here.
Come back. Because I saw you tilt and then cut. Did you just like make sure, like, yeah, I like the ass?
The title's probably.
I was scratching my beard and I looked over and I'm like,
or the lack thereof.
The title is probably going to be Shawn Rhoden says he can beat Ramy.
There you go.
There you go. That's my. It's not clickbait if it's true. He said it.
I said it. I'm not backing down from it. I 100% believe that I could beat Big Ramy. I mean,
there you go.
I agree.
It's just one of those things where you have to throw it out there. I mean,
Sean, can we clear something up?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to include Ian in this because
why?
I'm going to include because you're a nice guy and I don't want to include you in the asshole comment.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The other two seem to think I don't train hard at all. Can we clear this up real quick?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Sean,
The old bald one and the genetic freak seem to think I don't train hard.
Sean, before
Did I ever say you don't?
Wait a minute, Sean. Before you clear
Every
this
day.
up, can we just all agree? Since you know Guy, can Sean? Can we agree?
Here we go. Right to the cat. We can't let Sean answer the question. We got to just start bashing Guy. Go ahead.
No. Can we agree that Sean, that Guy just makes stuff up and takes it way out of blows it way out of proportion?
Wait, what?
I never
know what you're talking about.
He does sometimes. There are times that I'm talking to him and I'm trying to figure out if I'm arguing with him, but he's talking. I'm like, why is he arguing with me?
Are we arguing now?
I never once said you don't train hard.
Have we ever gotten an argument once? Have I ever yelled at you?
How about so many people ask me sometimes, like, why is Guy fighting with you? I'm like, he's talking. They go, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Sean. Sean will be sitting there and I'll be across the room talking and I'll see this.
That's how I grew up, bro. That's how I grew up.
Dude, Sean, Guy, you just totally made that up. Me and Nick never said you don't train hard. Never.
I know. That's bullshit.
Actually, in
So
fact,
we were talking, you guys were like, oh yeah, you think you train hard? We're going to train in fucking Tennessee.
No. In fact, me and Nick said you're training too hard, and we told you to go see Meadows to back off a bit.
They did
No,
say
you said I was doing too much.
He doesn't know how.
You said I was doing too.
I've had Chris tell him several times.
Hold on, Sean. Too much.
What Sean said? What Sean
too
said?
hard.
I've had Chris said to Guy, 80% today. Guy's like, okay. And then I see him, I'm like, dude, that's not 80%.
I said I put 100% into the 80% that I did.
Dude, you know how to take a rest.
No, if somebody goes do 80% of your workout, and I'm normally doing, let's say, 10 sets, and I cut back to 80%, the 80% that I'm cutting back to, I'm still going 100%.
No, that doesn't mean that's not what that means, man. That means take off 20% of the difficulty.
I dig the mindset, bro. That's something.
Guys like this. Guys like this. Peak week, Olympia. Guys, stay off your feet. Okay. 5 minutes later, bro, do you want coffee? I'm like, no, I'm good. Where you at? Starbucks. Where's Starbucks? 10 blocks away. He's walking.
I believe it. I believe it.
That,
yeah, I totally believe it. He's fucking mental, man.
he doesn't know how to take a rest day. Like there's no trains hard, too hard.
That's what I was saying. And
way too hard.
Now he's making up this shit on the podcast that I said he didn't train hard.
You guys always talking about Tennessee, come at me and fucking talk about bury me in training.
You're always trying to be a martyr. Always trying to be the fucking victim.
What a martyr is.
You're trying to martyr yourself.
You know what a martyr? No,
victim.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up because Ian's got to go. Sean, I'm gonna be in touch. We'll do a long one. We'll get some more.
I'll martyr myself.
Go fuck yourself, Guy. Nick.
Hey, Guy, can you videotape it so we can see it?
Oh. Fucking asshole. All right, bye everybody.
See you guys.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.